What is up, everybody? How's it going? Edward, David, Dom, and Dustin. See, Dustin said he took the Mini out today, where it's made, and holy shit, it flew great. Yeah, it was always a great flyer. Just watch it a little bit in the wind, just because it didn't have that really good pitch like the Mini 2. Does have a little bit of issues and some strong wind, but it's still not too bad. I just wouldn't push it over probably 12, 14 miles an hour. What's up, Laura? Smoking, how's it going? Uh, oh, what's up, Dre? But yeah, I mean, that's still a hell of a drone, especially for the price. I mean, 2.7K. Nothing wrong with that drone. I mean, it's still better in picture than most people's TVs. You know, everybody has 4K TVs. How's it going, Laura? So I sent out some links, and there's also the link at the top there. If anybody wants to come in, you're more than welcome. Started a little early tonight, just 'cause everybody seemed to be kind of bored, so. Yes, you can forward the link to David, or you can pull it out of the chat. Oh, nice, Dustin. Yeah, I never really pushed the Mini one too hard, only because actually I didn't even fly that very much, to be honest with you. I think I maybe flew it maybe 15, 20 times. And then I ended up getting the Air 2 because I wanted something a little bit more beefier and bigger. And I pretty much flew the Air 2 from there on out. And then I got the Mini 2, and the Mini 1, poor thing, sat there forever. I took it out every great once in a while, just kind of, warm up the motors and make sure nothing was not working on it. Well, whatever, Laura. I'll tell you what, dude, the Mini 2, that thing was a fucking beast in the wind. I mean, it wasn't much different than flying the Air 2, it felt like. Oh, nice smoking. I mean, for the what you can get them for now, because I mean, let's be honest, most people, if they're buying the Mini 1s, are buying the SEs, right? So I'm sure you can find the original Mini 1s relatively cheap all around. And the only reason I didn't really sell that one is honestly because I didn't think I would really get any money for it. I didn't really think it'd be worth selling. And so yeah, I didn't even attempt to sell it when I sold the Mini 2 and the Air 2. So I just kind of just held on to it until whatever, and kind of worked out great that Dustin needed one, so I just gave it to him. I don't know where Tim's at. Uh, I sent him a link and he has not looked at it, so couldn't tell you. I did send some links out to quite a few people, so. But usually that's just to kind of let it remind, the normal ones that come in all the time. Uh, but we'll wait and see who comes in. I don't know. Tim always asks me, what time you going live? What time you going live? And he's never on time. So I don't know. Mendez Drone Ups, what's up, man? How you doing? Drone Ops. I always say Drone Ups. Drone Ops. Yeah, we're just waiting to see if anybody wants to come on in and hang out. I mean, you always notice Tim's never late to Matt's show. Always late to mine. Oh, I always ignore your links, Laura. Don't have a problem doing that. I know Dominic's gonna be here in a little bit. He, I think, is over at somebody else's channel. I think he goes to Arch channel for a little bit before he comes over here. He's become quite a regular over there. Shut up, Laura. No, he doesn't. That channel sucks. Oh, I wonder, did I send him a link? No, I did not. Sent him one. I don't know what he's doing. Sometimes he pops in, but he's usually going to work right about now. His channel's better than mine. Get out of here. Although he does get more people in his chat, but oh well. I don't care. So, matter of fact, I wonder. I was back 2 away from 900. I'm wondering if the frickin' subs finally went up or not. I haven't checked it. But Laura, for the love of God, one of you or David come up here real quick. Something has happened. We'll even see if these fucking stick or not. Jesus Christ. Why they've been jacking my channel back and forth the last couple days. Oh, finally somebody graces us with his presence.
Oh, you gave the link to me late. 10:04.
No, I sent it to you about 30 seconds before my intro was over.
It says 10:04 when I received it. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
congratulations on 1K.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was just hoping I was going to get back up to the 900 and I looked at it.
Yeah, congrats.
I just went up to 1.2K or 1.02K. What is the 02? I can't remember. Is that,
Who?
yeah, it's just 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Or
then
it
when it
might be
gets,
20. I don't know.
yeah. And then when it gets to a single digit, like 1.1, that means 1,100.
100. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
What does
Yeah.
Matt, what does Matt have?
1K.
Let me see.
You didn't make me
Oh,
co-host.
shit. He's got the same amount as me.
Really? Make me co-host, Rick. There you go. Thank you.
Let me see here. I just tied him at 103K.
Oh, Jesus. Now you got something to say. Wonder what he's going to say now.
And I'm only about 20,000 views from passing him up. I appreciate it, Mendez, but we'll see if that actually sticks because they jacked my channel like crazy last 2 days. I was up at like 950 and then they would take me all the way back down to like 800 and then back up to 9. And then today I was at like what, 980 something, 89 or some shit. Like it's
906.
yeah, it was like back and forth all fucking day.
It won't stick.
I don't
It'll stick
know.
probably like in a week, but we'll see.
We'll see. I won't know if they're still there by morning, then I should be okay.
Like I said, somebody's shouting you out. They must be.
Sarah or Oh, Laura said that I have 1,030.
So it is.
God damn, the fuck. I'm wondering if these are just all the fucking ones they took from me over the last like month. They're
Yeah.
just like, they're like giving them back to me now. I don't fucking know. I'll never figure it out. The 1K giveaway tonight, right?
Yeah, good. Give away a sticker.
I don't even have any stickers anymore. I do need to get some though.
Sarah has some, don't she?
Yeah, in my tube somewhere, but like I just need to get some done for my channel. Actually, I want to get like business cards made. Uh, like kind of like the little business cards where you have like your channel logo and all that on there.
Yeah.
Because I've had a few people like that I've talked to when I was like at the garage and different places like that would
Mhm.
ask me, and I would be talking about my channel and they'd ask me what it was and I'd have to sit there and write it down and be nice just to be able to hand somebody a card. I'll go through the Walmart parking lot, and put one on everybody's windshield.
Uh, yeah. I actually went downtown to a grocery store. That many times I
Uh,
freeze. Maybe it'll get me in a good situation when I freeze. You know what I mean?
I can give away some Pizza Hut pepper flakes if you want. God damn it, stupid ass green screen.
I could do a Rodney Bell sticker giveaway, but I like them too much.
One sec. Yeah, I can do like a partially opened Pizza Hut crushed red peppers. Partially opened. I'll make sure I tape the lid shut before I send
They're
it to
not
you.
even hot. They're not even hot.
That depends on how many you put on there.
You got to
Like
get the stuff you got.
I just do a light sprinkle of them. I just like a little spice on my pizza.
Mm.
Or I have a
So
used
what?
piece of I got a used piece of paper with stuff written on it. You guys want that?
Oh, fucking lame. Um. Now, what are you trying to get monetized? Make money.
Eventually, yeah.
You get about $20 a year.
I got some really nice coffee mugs if somebody wants one. Give away Wedge and Pig's coffee mug.
Give away other people's stuff. Yeah, there you go. I got a meat thermometer. If anybody
Oh,
wants.
smoking's talking to you there, Tim.
Traded some PC. Got me a new 3D printer today too. Number 2 now. Oh, good on you.
He asked the famous Tim question, what's your flow rate?
What's my flow rate?
He would always ask me that. What's your flow rate? I
93.
don't fucking know.
93.
Whatever Sean said it at.
You gotta do. Oh my god. Fucking
Uh,
three people buying printers and don't even know how to do. Anyway,
what's up, Bill? The Poshy Canadian has entered the chat.
mhm.
Tim wants your underwear, Justin. Ew, Laura.
She's kind of gay today. That's how garden gnomes get when they get too cold.
Hmm,
Yeah.
explains it.
Yep.
Best theory I've heard all day.
Yep. Fucking garden gnomes. Sit there in the. Never mind. I can't say that to Laura. She does look like a garden gnome, but can't say that.
Oh, you really went there, Laura?
Yep.
You better get up here and say something.
Yep. You gotta defend yourself. Come on. Gotta say something.
Shut up, Tim Tam.
Tim Tam? Oh, that's original. Ooh. Oh God, I never heard that before.
Smoking said, damn, I have to check my flow rate.
Do you even know the calculation? I don't think most people
Well,
do.
he said that's
Nobody
the
checks it.
second. Well, he said that's the second printer, so I'm assuming he probably knows what he's doing. Where is,
Aren't plug and play. You gotta, oh, God.
what's up, Corey? How you doing, bud? Excuse me for, Tim's delay there. What's up, Corey?
Yeah, blow me. I found,
It was like,
oh, did I? Oh, cool. Copy.
just wait for him to start blinking his eyes. He's just been fooling us this whole time.
Yes, yes. Here you go.
Oh, Laura.
What'd she say?
Said Tim, please storm off and get tangled in the flag behind you.
Oh, really? Okay. You want to share this one? Share this, Justin.
You can share my, think fucking StreamYard.
My internet, it'll be like playing half of it.
Oh, you put it in the private chat?
In Messenger.
Okay, give me a second.
Let me hold on for a second. I'm going to mute myself for a sec.
What network is this from? This isn't Disney, is it? Okay. Give me a second here. Hold on. Or if you don't come up here after this.
Look around you. There are many things to see that some would say could never be.
Yeah, I'm not playing that whole thing because I don't want to get fucking shut down for some stupid gnome video.
This song is
Oh.
dedicated to Laura.
Fuck, that's cold. Yeah, Corey, I mean, even for down here in Florida, it's been like really warm during the morning. Super cold at night, like down in the 40s. Which is very erratic for Florida, like a 20, 30 degree difference in that short of time. I can't come up, and I hope you get a copyright strike. Oh, I want to test this. I want to test to see if I have the super mod status.
Yeah, make me one.
Let's see. Well, type in the chat real quick so I can test it on you.
There you go. Good.
Okay, remove moderator.
Yep, you removed it.
It doesn't give me the option to do that.
It doesn't.
It just gives hide user, put user in timeout, report, remove, replace pin message, and go to channel. So then we must have not have got that update yet.
Check your messenger.
You send that to her. I'm not fucking playing that. Oh my god, Laura. Oh, look at that man bun. Pretty sweet.
Fuck up. Oh, shit. I did type. See? It's right above you, David.
Here, I'll try it again. Let me see. Move moderator.
Hold on. Hold on. Don't try to now do it. Hit my three dots.
What'd you retype in the chat?
Yeah. Now click on that. I'm not a moderator. Now click the three dots.
No. And David timed you out for 300 seconds.
Fucker. All right.
All we're
All
trying
right.
to do is, see if the super mod thing's working here in the US. UK's got it. And, Australia, they had it, cause Matt did it yesterday.
Did you do it?
Yeah, it doesn't give me the option to, so I'm pretty sure we'll probably get it within the next week, cause I mean. Seems like they're rolling it out everywhere too.
There you go, Dustin. Check your messenger. Well, make me a mod again, Rick.
I did.
No, I'm not. I'm not a mod. Still gray.
That's because you're timed out. Making you a mod doesn't untime you out. You still have to
It
wait.
didn't come up saying I'm a mod.
Yeah, I can remove moderator right next to your name if I want to.
All right.
It's because you're timed out. Once you're timed out, it should pop up.
Okay. Hey, Dustin, check your messenger. Does that remind you? Never mind.
So you think they would give you an untime out button, like if you accidentally put somebody in timeout? Or
Right.
if like one of your wrenches did it and you just wanted to remove it?
They
doesn't
do.
it-
Only the person that timed you out can do that.
What?
You can time somebody out, and the person who timed me out, like David, he can go there and take me out of timeout.
Hold on, let me put Laura in timeout. I want to trust this out.
Yeah, put her in timeout.
No,
Put
it
David
doesn't,
in there too.
it doesn't give you that option.
It doesn't?
No, gives you the same options as before.
Did you time out David?
No.
Time out Laura.
I already did. That's who I tested it on.
Ah, okay, cool.
Fucking time and I have to chat.
Laura's timed out. Garden gnome.
She'll just get on David's account.
Yeah,
Uh,
David,
uh,
I'll get you. What's up, Corey? How you doing?
I am officially a bigger channel than Matt. Everybody fear me. Bow down.
Fuck, ain't no way I'm down.
Uh,
Just the option to block. Okay, I don't fucking know. That's weird. Why is it?
oh
So
my
you
God.
time me out, but you can't.
Oh, I got a message, Matt. How's it feel to be a tiny channel, prick?
Fucking can't do anything when I drop out. Fucking. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I'm doing all right, Corey.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh. What do you do?
No, I sent Tim and Matt a message. I said, how's that feel to have a tinier channel, prick?
When I drop out. Turn off your YouTube there, rookie.
Got it. You shouldn't be talking anyway, you're banned. 200 seconds.
Oh, I gotta take a
Dustin,
call real quick.
You're funny, Dustin. That's hilarious. I thought you could, David. Like if
No,
you
I actually thought I could. That's what I was going to do. Just time you out and then let you back in. But then I realized, oh crap, you can't.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's weird. Huh.
Fucking YouTube has been weird the last few weeks.
Yeah. Kind of bullshit. Oh well.
Well, I've learned something new tonight as well.
You're a man.
No, all these people banging on about YouTube Shorts, yeah, you can post 50 a day. Don't mean jack shit. Unless
Yeah.
you're scrolling through YouTube Shorts, YouTube will not push yours.
I don't care. Really
It's
don't
like
care.
a watch for a watch sort of thing.
My theory is Justin has some subs that they're gamers. They're shouting them out on their channel that he don't even know, and that's how he's getting subs.
I don't fucking know. It's just funny how they've been so screwy with my subs the last couple days.
Well, how
'Cause
else are you
'cause
going to
they're
go up like 500 subs in a day unless you're buying them or somebody shouting you out?
Well, and you guys would know if I was buying them because I was the one that showed you guys how to read the analytics for that.
I did. And
Yeah.
you're not organically, but
But that's what I'm saying. I've showed you guys how to read the analytics for those. when we
now
were-
it
No.
now if them numbers were even, I would say yeah. But they weren't.
You don't do it like that anymore. It's all done by bot. But it doesn't matter. You're not buying them. That doesn't because I couldn't see Justin being able to afford to buy all them.
I couldn't. That's too much.
If he could buy them, he would have his new GPU by now.
Fuck
So,
yeah, I
Mike,
would. I'd have that 2060 up in there. I ain't got
26,
that.
man, he would love it. You would love it.
I don't have extra money for jack shit, I'll tell you that.
Me neither. Fuck. Did I take my medication?
I had to pay
Yeah.
almost $6 for an 18-pack of eggs today.
Get your own chickens.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
the
get, well, you can
Chicken
get
coops.
your, yeah, but you can get your own chickens, but the problem is if you get them when they're babies, they take like a year and a half before they start hatching.
6 months. Oh, the babies. No, I'm saying if you get like 6 chickens, they do have stress. Sometimes when they stress, they don't lay eggs. And there's this other thing, eggshell stuff that you got to give the chickens to that hardens the eggs on the way.
Calcium.
But technically I can't have chickens where we're at anyway, because we're within city limits. If you live in city.
It doesn't
limits,
matter.
You can't have farm animals. That's considered a farm animal.
That's bullshit. I did back in Jersey.
No, yeah, but that's a different state and a different county, a different city. It's all
That's-
different everywhere you go.
Fucking
That's why I
stupid.
said one of our old neighbors had pigs and chickens and the city came in and forced them to get rid of them and they ended up moving out because of it. They were getting fined a bunch of money for it. Because our city has an
Stupid.
ordinance that says you can't have certain types of animals within city limits. Well, it's a noise thing, right? You don't want a fucking pig farm in the middle of a fucking cul-de-sac neighborhood.
Why not?
Just don't get a rooster. Chickens, you're fine. Don't get a rooster. Like in our cities here, in our towns, you can have one in town, but you can only have 6. And the max is 6, but you're out of town. Fucking have 30 if you want. I forget how many.
In the UK, you can have as many as you want. You just can't move them.
Have a chicken coop. They have coops now. They're sort of like what are them? You can move them. They come
Yeah.
on wheels and shit. And, they're pretty cool. That's right, Mike B.
What's up,
Yeah.
Mike B? Well, like I said, some cities have ordinances against certain animals like that,
Yeah.
noise and different things like that. Plus,
Well, go down to your city hall and say, excuse me, if I can't have chickens, then no humans can come around here because they make more noise than chickens.
Yeah, they're just doing it because they want you to pay the price of the fucking thing because they get the taxes. Probably. Bullshit.
Tell you what, Tim, he actually says that, Australia and the UK are backwards. But bloody hell.
Yeah, right.
There's no
That's like-
freedom in it. All this free speech, no freedom in America. You can't have a chicken.
No freedom. My brother, he built a house and the township told him he couldn't have that color of fence. He had to paint the fence the color they had.
Was he living in a HOA?
What's a HOA? What's that?
The homeowners association?
Mm,
It's the
mm.
way, it's inside gated communities, like they have,
It wasn't gated.
well, there's some HOAs that aren't gated too, but that's a
Fucking
problem.
stupid.
Yeah, but the thing is when you buy a house in an area like that, you actually sign that in your lease or in your,
Build it.
yeah, I know, but
Sarah, just a minute, Sarah. But you pay $6 for 18 pack because you don't want to have chickens to take care of. What's an extra couple of chickens when you've got Justin anyway?
oh, fuck off.
Oh, they're easy to take care of, Sarah. Sarah, they're way easy to take care of. Yeah, but it's a thing. Like when he had his house built, he had to put siding on it. It had to be a color siding. The fence had to be a certain color. That's not freedom. You built a house. You want it the way you want it.
Well, you remember that house that Hodges was showing that picture of, and because it didn't match like the colonial look of the rest of the neighborhood after their house like burnt down and they had it rebuilt. The lady, it didn't get fully burnt down, but it was just like the inside. So she had like the siding and everything redone, all the windows. And because it
Stupid.
didn't match the colonial look of the rest of the houses, the city came in and told her she had to switch everything after she spent like a $500,000 getting this house redone. They wanted her
That's
to
not
tear,
freedom.
yeah, they wanted her to tear all the windows out and all the siding off and everything else and redo the roof and everything.
That's not freedom.
That was in Canada.
Now I'm saying in America too. You don't have your freedom. You tell me when you're free. You don't.
Yeah. Yeah, but what I'm saying is when you move into an area like that, if your brother built the house, your brother didn't look up the zoning laws or either that or he didn't look up the rules for that area before he
He
did
had to
that.
get a permit to build a house. When he bought the land, he had to get a separate like 3 permits to build a house.
Right, but I'm saying you choose to live in an area like that. You don't have to though.
It didn't say anything on the permits or anything when about what style the house has to be. This has to be done. No,
Well, I don't know what happened with that. I'm just saying, so
it was stupid.
most of the time when you're dealing with shit like that, usually you're living in a HOA, which is a homeowners association.
Well,
But you,
he
when you
he
move
sold
in,
that house. He sold that house, and then he bought a ranch out in Delaware, a horse
you-
ranch.
but normally when you move in an area like that, you have to know that stuff when you buy in your house, which a lot of people don't. They don't
Yeah.
pay attention to that shit. There's people all the time that buy houses in gated communities and then get pissed off because I've been into some homeowner, like in some gated communities, where you have to have certain blinds on your windows.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't have any curtains or anything showing. It has to be a
Yeah.
specific type of blind. Your door has to be a specific
Oh,
color.
you're talking about the ones that stand away from the window. They open. They're on a. Yeah, they got to be done. They fucking stupid.
Appreciate it, Mike. But yeah, it's like, that's what I'm saying is it's a thing that they require, but when you move into gated communities, you have to expect that to be a thing. And it's your choice
Well,
whether you want to live in there or not.
it's the same thing over here in the city limits. I'm pretty sure you got to be a certain. Well, it's like my brother. He had to have a certain color trash bins. Had to have a certain amount. Fucking.
Well, that's what I said, but you have your choice too. Like you don't have to live in communities like that, but if you do,
Yeah.
you're signing yourself up for that headache. I
It
mean,
pissed me off because it took us 2 days and about 10 hours a day to do that fence. And I dug them holes by
then-
myself, like fucking while my brother came back to put the poles in.
and one thing you have to watch out for too is like, if you move into an older city, the township might have rules for that because they're trying to keep the city looking as original as possible. So they want a
Historic.
specific style, yeah. So it becomes a historical thing. And that's what happened with that lady in Canada that Hodges was telling us about was the whole neighborhood was like a colonial Victorian
Right.
style, you know, and
Right.
because she made it all modern looking, it didn't match the rest of the physique of the neighborhood. And they made a
Fucking
big ass
bullshit.
deal about it.
Fucking bullshit. I mean, there's no freedom. You got to pay 5 fucking taxes now. Then you got to do everything that they tell you to. That's bullshit. It's not freedom.
Oh, we hardly pay any taxes. We don't even pay state taxes in Florida.
Well, that's why I liked in Delaware. Delaware is tax free. I don't know if it still is, but
I mean, you pay taxes on services and goods, like when you go to the store and buy
well,
something.
yeah, yeah,
But,
yeah.
but even then, we actually have, the governor last year was working and he actually made a lot of what you would consider necessity things for your household. Like he's made a lot of the school supplies and stuff like that are all tax free now.
Well, that's
And
good.
then we have tax free, week, which is you can go into any store and buy anything tax free for an entire week.
Well, you know,
Uh,
like back home, you had your St. Mary's school and all that. You had to wear your uniforms.
right.
Here, that's public schools. You got to wear a uniforms. You got to wear your hat. You got to wear your shorts in the summer. You got to wear your, yeah,
But
everywhere.
that's what I'm saying is like, you'll see people, you'll hear people talking about, oh, well, people in California and New York, man, they're making like $30 working at McDonald's. Yeah, but they're paying like half
Economy.
of the, but if you take the cost of living and what they're paying in state and federal taxes, bro, that ain't shit. That's chump money.
Yep.
Now, if you're in a Midwest state where the population's low and the cost of living's low, if you can get a good job making $30 an hour, you're fucking set. You'll be living
Well,
like a king.
it's the same thing when you go on vacation. You go to a vacation area, you'll pay like $18 for a hot dog. You go to a regular style place, you'll pay $7 maybe.
Right,
Yeah.
no, I'm sure you guys have your own form of HOAs over there as well.
Oh, we do have gated communities, but that's the rich people in over 50 areas. And
Well, I mean, over here, there's like 70% of the neighborhoods. They said around 70% of the neighborhoods in Florida are HOAs. And, but like I said, if you choose to buy a house in there, you're gonna have to deal with that headache. Because honestly,
Well-
if you don't follow the HOA rules, they can actually,
now,
um,
my uncle lives in a what you call like not a gated, but he lives in a community. My cousin, he doesn't. He lives in Bradenton, but he doesn't live in a gated community. It's in a house, but it's not in a community like that. So GAPA saying that it's only in Queensland that the public schools have uniforms. I thought it was all over Australia.
most of our schools over here, you have uniforms up till high school, and then in high school, you can wear whatever you want.
I never had to wear uniforms going to school. It might have been my generation, but
Well, I didn't either. The uniform thing came in like the early to mid 2000s when a lot of schools started. But the uniforms are bullshit. Because one, all the kids get like 5 different color style t-shirts they can choose from. You know, they have to wear a specific pair of pants. There's no organization on what kind of shoes they can wear. So to me, it's just a money grab for the schools because if the way I look at it, the way I see when I think of a kid at school with the uniform is I think they all have the same color shirt, they all have the same color pants, all the same color shoes. Like that's a uniform, but when you're kind of just letting them be all over the place with the colors and all that,
yeah.
to me, that's stupid. Each grade should have its own color t-shirt. So you can spot a kid and know that's a 3rd grader, that's a 4th grader.
Maybe that's why they did it. But like the girls over here, they got to wear their dress sort of like a dress skirt. Then they have long skirts that goes down to their ankles, but that's in wintertime. For your school here, but it's not compulsory. Oh, okay, it's not compulsory. All right. So not even shirts saying what school district you're from. That's how it is around here.
But all the schools around here, once you hit high school, unless it's like a private Catholic school or something like that, you pretty much can wear whatever you want when you're in high school. It's just middle school and elementary have to wear uniforms.
Okay. Well, I remember back when I was younger, the only ones that wore uniforms were St. Mary's. So, and then you had your all girls school. Hey Z, how you doing, buddy? Wraps you in a blanket, eh? All right. Are you eating beans on toast, dude?
No.
I'm going to have a beef stir fry with white rice tonight. What are that?
Biscuits.
Oh my
What are they?
God.
They're like little biscuits.
Little Becky's.
Cheese
Okay.
biscuit.
Yeah, see, over here, Gaffa, like their uniforms.
Oh, there you
like,
go.
They
Yeah.
don't match at all. It's kind of stupid in my book.
Now, how much do you pay for a uniform? Because the uniforms here, I had
Well,
to pay for my stepchildren. Holy crap!
since like the entire school district for the entire county is all on like the same page of what their uniforms are.
Mhm,
A lot Walmart and like a lot of the clothing stores, they'll actually get their uniform approved shorts and shirt pants in.
mhm.
And then you go to the school and you buy the shirts and they're, I think like $5 a piece, $10 a piece or something like that.
Hmm.
And then you go, obviously you can go to Walmart and get them a pair of shorts for like $10.
Well, they got op shops here that you can buy secondary, like used clothes, but I didn't want my stepkids going to school and use clothes, so I bought them brand new.
Oh, you're funny, David.
I'm going to be
Yeah.
honest. I don't want to see no adult in a freaking school uniform.
I mean,
I never. Nope.
I never, and the stupid thing is, right, is they force the kids to wear uniforms, but the teachers wear whatever the hell they want. You'll see teachers in Florida freaking at school in flip flops.
Yeah, why?
Like, why aren't the teachers in nice organized uniforms?
Or in ties or something like that, like how
Yeah,
Dre.
Yeah,
Dre.
it's the same over here. However, each individual school has its own uniform, its own color, its own design, and they charge you through the freaking nose.
Yeah.
However,
So it's the same here. Same here. Okay.
it's a money grab for the schools, like Justin said. And when they get to the age of 16, that's it. The uniform should never. There should be a law that says no one over 16 can wear a freaking uniform, school uniform.
Like
Well,
back home when I was in school and shit, you thought it was like high school was hard and middle school was hard. You should see the schools here. They have some smart ass kids, man. The shit they have to test on and holy crap. Yeah,
Well,
curriculum is crazy.
Well, some of the reasons, a couple reasonings behind the uniforms in a lot of schools here in the US was, one, they were to easily able to spot who's students and who isn't in the crowd, you know?
Right.
And,
Right.
and two, you would have to tuck your shirt in so you couldn't hide nothing in your waistband. And then two, it was also a way of kids not making fun of each other because they don't have the latest clothes type thing.
Right.
That was
Right.
another thing.
Well,
Right.
that's the reason you have over here. But it used to be. I mean, when I was at school, you just went to the uniform shop. Everybody was in the school uniform shop. You bought your uniform, you went home. That was it. But then along came the naughties, as they call them, and the schools was like, "Wait up a minute, we could design a skirt that'll, knee length, and the kids can't, get away with it, and we will charge them £60 for that skirt."
So you had to pay $60 for your skirt?
No, I don't. I don't wear it. But nice try, though.
Sorry. Hey, Tomas. How you
What's up,
doing?
Tomas?
Poor kids can't afford the fancy design clothes that. Yeah, well, there you go. It's the pressure. Yeah.
But
That
this
was
is,
the point. It was
but
to
the-
stop kids having to compete with fancy clothes. But now the school uniform is just as expensive as designer clothes are.
but this gets back to my normal point, right? Or my original point was
Right.
they don't require certain shoes neither. So what's the difference when you see a kid wearing a $200 pair of Air Jordans and some other kid's got a pair of freaking sneakers from Walmart, that cost $20? You could still kind of pick out whose parents are spending what kind of money on who just by their fucking shoes.
This
Here
fucking
comes-
internet.
But yeah, it's the
I
same.
remember going into school, I used to get fights because I was wearing British Knights back then, and I was wearing. That's when Converse were cheap back then, but now it's like, what the hell? And then you would have your kids that were Bobos, we used to call them.
Yeah, but see, like even Gaffa said, some of the uniforms, they will actually get donated to certain kids' parents that can't afford them because they'll donate them at the end of the year. And that's what we did
Right.
a couple times is we took all the kids' school shirts and took them to the office and just gave them back to them. And then they can
Yeah,
use
a lot of
those
people do
yeah, they can use that if a kid throws up on himself at school or if there's some kid where their parents can't afford to buy.
Oh yes,
New
Thomas,
shirts.
that's true. The uniform
you
has
got-
to have PE. and
You
sports.
got to think that some people can't afford it, man. There's single moms out there busting their ass, fucking, doing things. They can't afford it. So yeah, of course, that's a good thing to do. All right, Mike B.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit, Mike.
Yeah, that Gappa's right. They have summer and winter. I think the winter, the girls got the longer skirts. Yeah,
We'll see. Over here, well, here they have donated stuff that they'll give free out if they need it. But the
Yeah.
thing is here the girls, wear shorts in the summer and then they can wear pants in the winter, as long as they're khakis. And they also have school sweatshirts you can buy for like, I think $25 or something.
I
And-
wore shorts in the summer back home, but I was in wrestling, I was in karate, and that's easier to go right after school, go to the gym, get ready for wrestling practice. It was easier in and out.
Yeah, she's actually in the bedroom with me, JDS.
Little brown chicken, brown cow.
She's sitting with my daughter. What are you talking about?
Oh, then there's no brown chicken, brown cow right now. As Sarah sits there seductively.
He's just mad because Sarah timed him out last night in Matt's chat.
Yeah, well, she was my sister, but
Oh, she's not sleeping, JDS.
the winter is heavier weave with the tights and the jacket. So, do they have the longer skirts down there? And yeah, the pants are pretty thick. Yeah.
Here they just wear shorts and pants.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off, David.
What can I do?
Not you.
Damn, he told you to fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh, JDS, by the way, she said she's coming for you in the chat.
Yeah, it is crazy money, Tomas. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, here you don't have to have a certain amount. You just buy however many shirts you want for your kids and go to Walmart and buy however many pants you want for them. See, me
Yeah.
and Sarah, we don't buy a lot of clothes at one time for the kids because they're constantly growing out of them.
Yeah, they do.
So we only buy like 1 or 2 uniform shirts and 1 or 2 pairs of pants at a time. And we'll just wash them every couple days, you know what I'm saying? Every 2 days we'll do because I mean, when you have a family of 5 anyway, fuck, you're doing a load of laundry every other day any damn way.
Yeah, you are.
So
Well, what's bad for me back home was the sneakers. Oh my God. I never bought like secondhand or second brand or no name brand. My kids always had Reeboks or Air Jordans. Holy
I-
crap.
I buy my kids all name brand shoes because they tear up the fucking cheap ones too quick.
Yeah.
I can buy
Yeah.
my kids a name brand pair of like, Nikes, Converse, Adidas, whatever the name brands are.
Yeah.
That will last them the whole year. But if I buy them like a cheap $20 pair of shoes from Walmart, they'll tear them up within a month.
The
They're
best
just so
thing I
cheap.
found, like when my kids were younger, I used to go to a campground every weekend because my buddy lived there. So we'd have roast and barbecues every weekend in the summer. But I bought him these Chad and Zach. I bought him these sneakers that you hit the button and it lights up, or it lights up as they walk, and I could notice them all around the campsite. Wherever they were, you saw the lights light up. So they were allowed to stay out until like 10 p.m. with their friends.
Yeah, but I could either spend $50 or $60 on a good pair of shoes that will last them the whole year. Or if I was to buy a pair of shoes every month, because they were going through shoes like every month. Dude,
Yeah,
that can adequate to $250 a year in shoes. So it makes sense just to buy one good name brand pair
yeah.
that can get them through 8 to 10 months or 12 months worth of wear,
Yeah. It was good to buy good name brand clothes, and it would last longer in the wash. And
Well, I
uh,
do have to say, Walmart's shoes and work boots suck, but their clothes are not bad at all. They
now
have
their clothes are
really
good.
good clothes
Yeah, they do.
for the price and everything too. Like they
Their
have so
jeans were really good.
like they pretty much, I don't know if they own the Dickies line or if they just have a huge contract with them, but they sell a lot of Dickies stuff.
We
And
got
their
a lot of
shit's really
Dickies
good.
over here. We got Dickies over here, but now Walmart's clothes is good. I like the jeans, and they started selling Carhartt. So when I went in there, I think it was one winter, I bought the complete set of Carhartt, $500, but I wouldn't
Carhartt,
us in the wintertime. Carhartt was the shit.
I actually want to get a couple pairs of Carhartt pants, but fuck, dude, they're like $45, $50 a pair. Like I can go to Walmart and get a decent pair of like Dickies work pants for like 25 bucks. So I can get like 3 or 4 pairs of those for what 2 pairs of Carhartts cost.
Yeah, but Carhartts was awesome, man. They were heavy, and as a linesman back then, they were the best. You're up on a pole in the wintertime, you want something fucking warm.
Well, and they're just comfortable pants, though, too. I
Oh,
mean,
they are.
really comfortable.
It was good to have the tools too. Being a linesman, you needed a belt, and you had all your tools on that belt. But Carhartt, you can put like different things in it and fucking pockets everywhere, you know.
JDS, you better run. Look who just popped in the chat.
Oh shit.
But if she tells me to take your wrench so she can time you out, there's nothing I can do about it, dude. Sorry.
Because Sarah's the true
Be
super.
Hitman time again. Hitman. Fuck me. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta put a load of wash in the washer, so I'll be right back.
Well, then what does that make you being in my chat, David? Come on now. You said you over there hanging out with the cool kids, the popular kids. Oh no, when it comes to backpacks, you gotta buy like Jan Sport. They're a really good one. I actually gave Kelsey my backpack that I bought. I got this really nice backpack off Amazon. Fuck, I can't remember the name of the company. It was like 25, 30 bucks, but that is a heavy duty ass backpack. Oh, I pissed her off, JDS? No, he's trying to blame it on me. I used to, long back, long time ago, I had a Carhartt jacket and it was freaking comfortable. But their shit's definitely worth it. If you want some good work clothes. But I was actually looking at some of their pants on Amazon not too long ago. About a month ago, but they were freaking expensive. Sarah said sleep with one eye open, JDS. So I see they shot that, well, you guys are already told you guys today, but we already heard about that. They shot that balloon down.
Yeah.
I knew they were gonna do it. They were just waiting for it to get over the ocean. Cause I even said that, what was it, the day before yesterday, I said they need to wait till it gets either over the Pacific or Atlantic, cause I wasn't sure which direction it was going. But I was like, once it just gets right off the coast, you just get up there. I can shoot it out of the air, scoop it up real quick. And you're good to go.
Yeah, be interesting to see what it is.
Well, from the 2 different news articles I was reading, they were already saying it was a spy, some kind of spy shit. So they were already saying it wasn't weather, but whether we'll ever get the real answer, I don't know. Cause you know they got it in some secret warehouse on some military base right now, dissecting that damn thing. I just don't see what the point of that would be except for just to provoke us. You know? Like, everybody has satellites. They have their own satellite system. They got 16
Yeah,
of those.
might tend to believe that it was, a weather balloon that's gone off course, but
Oh, I really think that
it's gone well off course.
I don't really, my thing is I have this, yeah, it was from China, Tomas. I have this feeling that it was possibly a spy thing, but I think they did it just to provoke the US.
Yeah.
I think that's all they did it for, because there's no reason to do that. That's like something they would have done back in the 40s. Like, there was no reason to do that. Like, they have 16 of those, what is it, the Yaogan satellite systems that they can, you know what I'm saying? They have their own spy satellites, so what the fuck do they need to send a balloon over for? That makes no sense except for unless they're just trying to antagonize you. That's
Exactly.
it. It makes no sense why that, because that's something you would have done back in the 30s or 40s when, technology wasn't all that great and a plane couldn't go that far, I just don't see any other reason, but it was just to antagonize us to see what we would do. I mean, even with weather balloons, do we really need to use weather balloons anymore? I mean,
That's what I mean. You've got satellites, but
they have planes that go up and study the weather all the time. I mean, I guess if you're trying to do really high altitude, testing that's, 120,000 feet in the air, that's almost in the space type shit. That I guess I could understand, but you wouldn't even see that at that height. I don't know. Apparently there was a second one too, but I haven't heard nothing about that. I don't know if that was just kind of a hype story that popped out of nowhere.
probably.
Let me see.
Oh,
Like
man.
over here, they were talking about there was a drone scene over on the estate across, and it started off with one drone, and then somebody said there was multiple drones. Turned out there was one.
Yeah, I don't see nothing about a second one. That was probably just some rumor that somebody started and it caught on and
Yeah.
And I went to the grocery store. $12 for a punnet of mushrooms. Ah, hey,
for a pint of mushrooms.
punnet, little. Thing.
Oh, that's fucking expensive. Those are usually only a couple dollars over here.
Oh man. Well, I'm making like a sort of like a beef stroganoff, so I wanted extra mushrooms in the sauce.
Gitchy Gumi, the world traveler. What's up?
How
doing,
you
my man?
doing? How you doing? Oh man.
Yeah, it's possible, David, but I really think it was just a provocative thing to try to provoke us to see what we would do.
Mm,
I just don't see why you would need to strap a fucking camera on the bottom of a balloon and float it over a country. It makes no sense by today's technology,
yeah.
right? It just seems so redundant.
Yeah. I wish they were magic mushrooms. I'll take some gold tops any damn time.
I don't know. I read 2 articles this afternoon. Give me, it's could have changed since then, since I read those, but the US military was reporting that it was definitely a spy balloon and not a weather balloon. So I don't know. Like I said, we probably really won't ever know the true answer unless
What
they
are they?
actually,
What are they
unless they-
spying for? What are they going to create a red dawn? Fuck me.
well, this is what I was telling David when you were gone a minute ago. I don't think that, why would you strap a camera onto a balloon and send it over and just let it float over a country when everybody has spy satellites these days that could get you really clear pictures like it's nothing.
Fuck yeah.
There's no reason for that except for I think they were trying to provoke us to see what we would do. I really think that's all it was.
Maybe they're just up to something. Something's going to happen, but yeah.
I mean, come on, that fucking thing wasn't but at 60,000 feet. That's not that high. I mean, it's high, but it's not high enough to where, you know, the frickin' what is it? Was it the U-2 plane? I think that flew at like 70 or 80,000 feet. The
I don't
Spider-Man.
know. Yeah. I just don't see the concern. Why are they even spying on? Fuck.
Well, it's fuck. You can go on Google Images and get every damn. I mean, and then even the bases they say, oh, they don't exist. It's just them not acknowledging it. But everybody knows the fucking base is there. I mean, come on now.
Yep. Fucking stupid. I don't know.
But I did see a video though. It was pretty cool. The two F-22s were buzzing around it.
Yeah.
But apparently they shot it down from what Hodges was reading though. Apparently they shot it down with the fucking missile. I was like, why didn't they just shoot the cannon at the balloon and let it fall? Unless I
Because
guess
they gotta show their might.
the only reason I would say they probably did that was maybe just to eradicate the balloon completely so it would fall straight down. Maybe so it wouldn't drift off too far from where they shot it. I mean, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Now, did they track it from where it came from? I know you got technology to do that.
Well, they know it came from China, but I'm sure all,
Beijing.
yeah, all that data is gonna be on the balloon, on that particular machinery that was hanging from it.
Well, not now.
All I'm saying is they got that in some warehouse right now, dissecting that shit on some US military base.
Yeah, but did they get it? Did they retrieve it? Or
Yeah, they
is it
retrieved it. They blew it over the Atlantic. It went into the water and then they grabbed it up. Oh yeah, they have it for sure. Trust me, they already had boats in the water right below where they already shot it down. They were waiting for it. I guarantee
Whoa.
you that they knew about the shit 2 days ago. I guarantee you they had ships already stationed out there a day and a half ago. And they had already had all this planned before they even said anything.
They got to find out where it came from. They probably already know, but that's
come on,
that's where
dude.
they're going to hit. That's where they're going to hit.
The
They find out
government's,
where it is. America will do it.
they got a couple hundred spy satellites. Trust me, they know where it's
Ready?
going. Is that the two F-22s?
No,
I didn't
Right.
actually see the video.
Heat seeking. Yeah.
Yeah, there it goes.
That is the jet. There are two jets right there.
that
Yeah,
was-
but
that was the jet that shot it.
Yeah. Yeah, see, they were just trying to get it down as quick as possible, so they just obliterated the balloon completely. Cause they just wanted it to come straight down. Like I said, cause you know they already had, because the thing is they already know what wind patterns are doing what. They knew right where this balloon was gonna end up. I guarantee they had ships and everything waiting out there a day and a half beforehand, ready to grab this thing.
What's that guy's name? Some young guy or whatever. Fucking Jong whatever. They're going to go straight to him. Yeah, right. That's it. Hey, could be. You never fucking know, man. What's this little capsule for? Well,
Did you-
open it.
But did you watch that video of that guy? The one I sent you, the one about the truth about China?
Oh, that was a while ago.
Did you end up watching it though?
Think so.
It was the guy that Joe Rogan interviewed. He made a lot of really good points. A lot of good points.
It landed in
Send it to me
South
again.
Carolina.
Let me see if I can find it again.
Hear that, Justin?
Do what?
It landed at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Wait for it. What was in South Carolina? I'm sorry, I just got back.
The balloon. It's where it landed. Myrtle Beach in South Carolina.
Myrtle Beach. That's where my family reunions are. Fuck it hell. Don't go swimming there, Dad. Fuck it up. And everybody talk at once now.
Hold on, I'm trying to do something.
Oh, that's right. You can't do two things at once.
Nah.
Sarah, show them how to do two things at once.
You
Fuck
gotta
it
do
up.
two things at once. Keep it up.
There goes the crickets. Crickets.
Damn it.
Ah.
I hate when you go to send something to somebody in Messenger and it literally gives you like the first 5 suggestions of people you haven't talked to in like a year. It's like, what the fuck? Give me the last 5 people I talked to. There we go.
Yep.
Oh, come on. There we go. Copy link.
Can you hear them crickets?
Ribbit.
You're gonna hear him for in a second from the green room. Why is that coming up Facebook? What the fuck?
Right, catch you all later.
Oh,
Hey, timekeeper, how you doing?
yes.
Good evening, world.
afternoon again.
Good evening, world clock.
Yes.
You did change your name
Have
to
I missed anything exciting going on here?
no.
Not much.
Okay.
I don't know why.
But yeah, you should rename yourself Dominic, the world YouTube
The
clock.
timekeeper. Yep. You've done it. Good to see.
There you go.
Thank you.
Just have a 24-hour stream where you just, you join everybody else's stream with it and just have a clock going round. World clock's just going round in the background. And when you go to bed, just leave that background just running on your YouTube channel
Yeah.
24/7.
Watch. I sent the video to you, Tim, but anybody's interested, if you hadn't seen it already, so I know I posted it a few times, but if you guys are interested, watch that link
Yeah, I did.
of the guy for that interviewed with Joe Rogan. 'Cause
Yeah,
his-
I didn't feel like scrolling all the way.
his viewpoints on China make a lot of sense. I think people are hyping them up more than they actually are anything. I think they're a lot of talk. They can't afford to piss us off. If we just decided tomorrow we were going to stop buying from China, they'd go bankrupt overnight. Their
Mm.
entire economy would collapse.
That's the only thing that they got going for, export and import.
Would
Well,
we be a little
right.
hurt? Would it hurt us in a way? Yes. I mean, we gotta be
Mhm.
honest here, right? Because we would have a lot of things that would be halted and store shelves would get a little empty. But we would come back out on top before China would.
Well,
Hmm.
I think that you got to worry about if Taiwan stops their import and export. We'll be fucked if they do.
Yeah,
Australia.
I did, David.
Now, Gumi was saying about this Billings thing. What's the Billings thing?
She was talking about the balloon going over Billings. I think that's what she said earlier.
Oh, okay. I
Uh,
want to know how it made it all the way to fucking South Carolina.
yeah, she wanted to say, was it over Billings? Honestly, I don't know.
Well, David said it was at
No.
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
That's where it landed.
Yeah, it was right on the coast, right?
Myrtle
it's not-
Beach.
They shot it down over.
It was right off the edge of the ocean.
Yeah, but the wind blew it back inwards. It landed closer to land than they wanted it to.
I just don't understand it, man. They're like poking a bear, actually, because America is going to show force in any way if anybody messes with it.
Well, the thing is people are always like, oh, China's got over 1 billion people though. Yeah, but numbers don't matter when it comes to war. It
Mm.
doesn't. It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
That's been proven over and over again through history. Numbers don't matter. It's how effective and how experienced and how tactical you are. It's like
Well, if America goes to war, that means Australia is going to go to war. That means UK is going to go to war. And there we go.
No. It means the UK will just sit there and go, we can't afford that.
well, the problem is, man, fucking the UK has really diminished their military like really bad over the last few years.
They're big in naval. Still, they're one of the biggest naval fucking fleets in the world. And England will stay the biggest. So,
Yeah, but the problem is they've actually pulled a lot of funding from their military because, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, David, because obviously you live there, you probably know more than I do. But didn't a lot of people over there get pissed off when they spent all that money building those aircraft carriers?
no,
Didn't they get a little bit of pushback from some of the people over there?
The
no,
over
other
that?
way.
Do I?
It was the other way when they wanted to get rid of Trident, the nuclear deterrent.
They did though, didn't they? Pretty
No,
sure.
Yeah,
still
but
there. Still there.
yeah, but I'm
Mm.
talking about the aircraft carriers because you guys built the first one. And then I thought you guys got like, the government got some flack for spending all the money building the second one because they said you guys couldn't really afford to maintain them or something.
No, there's a lot of talk like that, but it's all down to how do you put it? Foreign busybodies. You look on YouTube, on Twitter and that. When you look at the Brexit posts, it's all Americans and Indians and that. But when you go and look at the stuff going on in America, it's all the British people and the Australians that are commenting on it. It's like everyone's got to have an opinion on what's going on in another country.
Well, honestly, I mean, to a certain extent, I've always said this, that you guys should be somewhat concerned with our politics because the US economy, when something happens, it affects all of you guys in some way or some shape or form, right?
It affects
Like-
us most.
Like if something
Australia.
weird happens in Australia that has to do with their economy, it's not really good. The normal American's not gonna notice it, right? But if we have like a recession here, you guys feel it in your areas as well. You know what I'm saying? It trickles down because obviously we're the #1 economy. So it's just something that happens. But that's what I'm saying. So you guys, I always said that you guys should be a little bit concerned. You don't have to like dive deep into it, but you should pay attention to it to a certain extent. Cause I've noticed that during the presidential elections, man, there's people in England and Australia having frickin' like,
Hissy fits.
or either anti this candidate or they'll have rallies, supporting a presidential candidate that they're not even voting for. You know what I'm saying? Or it'd be the other way around, whatever.
I've not seen us have a rally for a certain president. I mean, when you had your Black Lives Matter, that spread over here. But then again, that spread across the world, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Now we had rallies in Sydney, Brisbane, Perth, fucking all over.
Some of the people that I've met in the United States that don't take it for granted are the ones that weren't born here. They're the ones that like people that have moved from like really bad third world countries that move here, they really respect living here versus the people that have lived here their whole lives and grown up here tend to take it for granted, or they just assume they got it so bad because they've never actually traveled anywhere else. So they don't understand that it's, there's a lot of countries like the LGBTQ community, right?
Be right back.
If they went to 90% of the countries around the world, they would either be thrown in jail or killed over that. They don't realize that they've won their battle here. They just need to sit back and relax. They don't need to shove it in everybody's face. They've won. Everybody has been accepting of it. But it's the fact that they keep pushing and pushing and pushing and want people to say this and that. and you have to say these certain terms or these certain pronouns, and it gets to a point now where people were accepting, but now they're getting pissed off even more because they're being pushed,
Yeah.
and now it's because now they're creating their own anti-hate that wasn't there before. They're creating more hate by doing that than just saying, okay, we've won. We can get married now. Everybody seems to be accepting of us. All right, let's sit back and chill and hang out with everybody like normal. Unfortunately, that's not the way it went. They just kept on it to the point to where people started hating them because they felt like they were intruding on their own personal freedom.
Hey, Paul. Paul's in the
What's up,
chat.
Paul?
Hey.
It's all right. I was actually just pointing at the England flag here because there was only me on YouTube for a while. It was like the UK takeover.
I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, it's all right. Dominic's back now. Well, he was. The only thing I don't really get about American politics is how it seems to be like two-sided, and there's no middle ground, and yet everybody gets so heated up about it that, you know, you can end up having like you had a few years ago, you know, where people, you know, trashed, you know, Washington. It just seems strange that, yeah, but every country has its own. Anyway, I mean, over here, we're so fed up with politics, but over in America, you guys can't get enough of it.
Mm.
Well, I mean, and you know, it's like, you know, you really can't say that that we're the only ones dealing with these situations, because it's like every, you know, country that's either in the European Union or just allies like Australia, Japan, everybody's dealing with stuff like this right now.
Mm.
Of course they are.
Yeah, it's definitely not just us.
But I think our politics has just got to the point where it's like, we're fucked anyway. What's the point in bothering?
Yep. I can agree with that.
It doesn't matter who gets in power, we're screwed.
Yep.
And I've always believed that there are, you know, good politicians out there. There
But
there are some, but I think they're hemmed in by more bad ones than they are good
Yeah.
ones.
Oh,
Your
definitely.
media confuses me as well. I have never known a country where the news channels are not there to give you news. They're there to brainwash you.
Yep.
You can flick between two different channels and get two completely contrasting differences. And you're like, whoa, did anybody actually cover what actually happened?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It used to be the news versus the government. Now it's
Now it's the news is the government.
well, now it's what network supports what side of the government, right? You know,
Yeah,
some
we have that
networks,
problem here.
some networks.
That's what our
support one side.
newspapers are like, but our TV media is completely different. I mean, we've got these two new channels, Talk TV and GB News.
Mm.
They're trying to mimic Fox News and, you know, CNN, but we just don't want it.
Yeah, unfortunately though, that's, you gotta remember too, is all these people running these news agencies, they're humans too, and they have their own beliefs, and
Yep.
unfortunately,
And their
they're
own biases. Yeah.
right, and so they you know, they take whatever side that they believe in, that's the side they support in their news agency.
Mm.
And that's, you know, will you ever get real news? I guess if AI starts doing it, right? You might get the honest news, you know?
But
You
it's
get
The
some
strange.
trouble is,
The
the
strange
trouble is, it's going to be programmed that way.
You get a non-biased, self-aware AI, you might get the honest opinion.
But if we wanted, you know, a certain type of news, we can go to the European news and they give us better coverage of the stories happening here than our news do. Because we're
Yeah.
too, and same over, we can go to American and they cover news here. But yet
Yeah.
our news is so fixed on American politics. It's like, guys, no one gives a crap. We're worried about the guy in Downing Street that, is a multi-billionaire. He's got a green card for America and his wife's got non-dom status. What the hell's all that about?
Well, to be honest with you, sometimes you'll say, oh, did you hear about this stabbing or whatever it might have been a big news story in your guys' area of the world. But I didn't hear nothing about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if anything, we hear more about Russian and Chinese politics more than anything. Like, as far as the rest of the countries go, we don't really hear a whole lot about you guys. I don't hear stuff about Australia and the UK too much. But I also don't watch a lot of mainstream news. I tend to watch I like to actually find a lot of commentators that are doing their own YouTube channels. They kind of look at everything and pull it in, and they give you kind of an open idea, and it's easier to
Yeah.
kind
I mean,
of.
I don't watch
try
a
to-
lot of news anyway. I don't watch a lot of TV anymore. It's just saying crap over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of TV either anymore.
Yeah, I have that same problem. We've got two news services here. One is on one side of politics and one is on the other side of politics. And the way they sometimes either editorialize or the way they portray certain people, it depends on which one you're looking at, to the way you actually listen to it.
Yeah.
It just,
So you guys' news is more about the egos in power. Well,
yeah, it seems that way.
Yeah. Our news is more the ego sat at the desk. We've got like the likes of Piers Morgan that got put in his place by a freaking by somebody who was interviewing, that he got up and walks out. It was like, well, bye then. Go on, keep walking.
Yeah, well, we have Piers Morgan. They show his stuff here as well. So, and as I say to most people, if you don't like the certain channel of news, you just watch a different one. Yeah, you just turn it over. Don't sit there and whinge and whine that such and such is a right-wing nut job or a left-wing nut job. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Personally,
Well, if
if
anything,
you want to watch something that aligns with your beliefs, go right ahead.
well, and honestly, if you're really into the news, politics, whatever, it's good to watch both sides, because then you can really see,
Where the middle is.
right. You can try to,
Yeah, but
you can sift
but
out
that's
a
the
lot of
point.
bullshit.
I mean, I've watched Fox News over here and I've watched CNN, and I'm like, I just feel like I'm being brainwashed rather than given the news. They're not telling me what's going on. They're telling me everything that has to have a political edge. A bank has been robbed, millions and billions of pounds have been stolen. But then they can start talking about, the Republicans would have done this and the Democrats would have done that. Who gives a crap?
Yep.
Who's
Yep.
dealing with the incident going on here?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just amazed at how you can do one news story and then you put it on one station, you put it on another station, and it's totally different, even though it's exactly the same news story.
Exactly.
I'm amazed at how different you can see something and it's exactly the same story.
Mm-hmm. That's true, though.
Mm. It seems that everything on the news at the moment is all about that balloon. I know you've gone through it earlier, but it seems to have really captured everybody's imagination.
Oh, it has. I tell
Wouldn't it
that.
be funny, right, when they actually scoop the rest of it up, it's got Happy 21st on it.
Yeah,
or loads of pink
Go
dye
on.
or something. It's a boy.
yeah.
What's up, Roland?
Morning, Rule. How you doing, Rules?
Good evening, I think it is. Or is it
Uh,
midnight? No, it's midnight.
Oh, where's Mars at?
Yeah, I haven't heard from Mars in a while. He did post something.
Due to the signal, the length of time sending a signal over to Mars, it's taking a while for him to come here.
Yeah.
He didn't send him a link, probably.
Yeah, you send him a link.
Let me find him because he got buried in my messages because I haven't talked to him.
I'll send it. I'll send it.
Yeah.
Can't get the staff.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's subbed to my channel too, so he should get a notification.
Hmm.
Sometimes I forget stuff.
Wait, whoa. I'm subbed to your channel. I don't get notifications.
That's
Oh, it's nighttime there.
because I blocked you immediately after so I could keep your.
Is Morris sleeping? Holy crap. Oh, he must have been up all night. Must have been up all night.
What do you mean?
He
How do
did,
you-
he did edit and put a new video up on his channel. So
Yeah, but I'm saying he might have been up with rules on his
Yeah.
channel, so he went to sleep. Yeah.
Send him a link anyway. If he happens to be up, he can come in. If not,
I
One of
did.
those.
Yeah, I did.
Rulin, you're more than welcome to come up if you want to, man.
yeah, come on, rules.
There's
Well,
a link up at the top of the chat there. I sent Mike a link earlier.
Dan,
Yep, sent Dan one. Dan looked at it. See, I think Mike looked at his.
someone together. Dustin.
Yep.
Good boy. Good boy.
Yeah, I sent one to Mike too. So, he got it. He looked at it, so I don't know. He might be in here in a little bit.
Today's show is sponsored by
Really?
Curly's. Best thing since sliced bread. I love it. You know what? Stroganoff?
Have you guys got this news story over there about the teenage girl that was killed by a shark in the river?
Talk-
Is that bull shark?
Yeah.
It says Perth shark attack. Teenage girl dies in Swan River.
You
I heard about that.
you
Yeah.
froze up, Tim. We
Yeah,
didn't even hear you.
16-year-old girl.
What'd you say now, Tim? Because you froze
Thank
up.
you, Elon. Thank you, Elon.
You do
I
realize
forget-
that we
What
do.
was I saying?
I don't know. You froze up. All I heard was, and then you stopped.
I went to the grocery store, right? And keep in mind, I'm making beef stroganoff. I forgot flour.
Oh, damn.
Fucking bullshit.
Roland said 232 here. My teeth are in the container thing.
And my teeth are in the container too, man. Thanks, Rules. You got fucking teeth, you asshole. Smart ass. Man.
Be careful down there, Murray.
I thought the ships were. I thought they were locked.
No, there's still some that are going up and
There's
down.
the odd one or two that come through, but not. It's died down the number. It's,
Yeah, because there's certain ships that have gotten stuck on the other side of the locks, and then
Mm.
there's certain that are stuck on his side. So,
Okay.
but there's just not that many. So he has to catch them when he can.
You do know Murray's pretty close to my dad, like where he lives.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Nice.
Probably like 45 minutes away, I think it is. I don't know.
Mm.
I can't
Not long ago.
Excuse me.
Oh, did you end up going over to Arts?
Yeah, I was there. I was there
Well,
for about 70 minutes and then just swapped out and came over.
How long does he know? He only goes live for like what, an hour or so? Usually.
Well, sometimes he supposedly goes for an hour, maybe two, but I think a couple of weeks ago he nearly hit 4 hours. And it's a pretty long stretch.
let me
I've
just
I've
share
got
with
it on
you
another
guys
browser.
the sort of
just to
news
check
that
it.
we get over here, right?
Yeah.
There's all sorts of things that are going on in the world, and we get this crap. 1 in 3 Brits have suffered a sex injury,
Oh,
which
okay.
which are the most risky positions.
Oh, yes.
That's that. I mean, that's first world problems right there, buddy.
No, but it does take your mind off. I don't mind those really inane stories, and I must say I don't know if channels overseas do this as well, but we've got our, and the Tim will probably know, our channel 7, 9, and 10. Their Facebook basically just puts up rehashed versions of TikTok challenges.
Yep.
They're just lazy journalists, sit around all day on TikTok and post
Yeah.
TikTok videos
TikTok
on,
and Facebook.
Fucking
on
stupid.
Facebook.
It pisses me off the amount of times I post on Twitter or on Facebook and somebody will message me and go, "Can I use your video? Can I use your photo?" No, fucking go out and take your own, you cheeky shits.
News Corp here have a bad habit of doing that, pinching stuff off Twitter, Reddit. They're the two that they love pinching photos off.
Tomas
Yeah.
said that's important information, David. And
Oh,
then,
definitely. Yeah, I reckon that is the most important one I've seen in a long while.
and then Dustin said Kama Sutra isn't for everyone.
Yeah. If you haven't sprained yourself, then
Ruling TikTok camel toes are the best.
yeah. I must be doing something wrong because every time I watch TikTok, there's always these young women, shaking their thing, let's say. That's the only thing I ever seem to see on TikTok. That's why I don't go on there.
What in the goddamn hell? Fury as Miami reveal Africa-themed police car
No.
in Miami.
Hey. That was probably a TikTok challenge as well. But yeah, my rant is over, but just keep ranting about the fact that that's all you ever see.
Apparently, there's been a massive disaster, train fire in Ohio.
Okay.
Ooh. Meanwhile, in the UK, no one knows what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, same here.
This is Dustin video here.
Okay.
Oh, he took the Mini 1 out today too.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, that flew really well.
There's a
Well,
cat.
it's going. Come on. I'm barking for the cat here.
I got it on video. I got it on video.
That fucking cat's gonna lose a paw. He sticks it up in those blades.
Come on.
Yeah, look, there's a damn black cat.
What you mean, look? I can't look.
Like, do a flyover, you'll see it.
He said, "Look at the
I'm-
cat. He's got
it's dark
goggles
as
on."
hell out here, man.
I mean, you can see the cat though.
Oh shit, where's it at?
Just come back where I'm at. Yeah, straight. Go straight. There's a cat right in front of you.
Huh?
Yeah, there it goes. It's chasing it. You see the?
Oh, it's got it.
Oh, almost.
Yeah.
Keep going. You'll get it.
Hold on, that cat fucking did a flip. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It's chasing it. You see the? I got that on video. Did you see that shit?
Oh my god!
The cat.
I thought he had it there
Get
for a second.
it.
If he jump up and get me, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh shit!
What am I watching?
I'm good.
Yeah, that cat's on attack mode. That's funny as
I can't see shit. It's too dark.
That's funny as fuck. Did you see where the cat was though?
That makes
Yeah,
you
I saw
surprised the cat's even going it because those FPV
You got
quads
it on
aren't
video,
quiet.
really?
Yeah. That cat jumped about a foot off the ground.
That'd be my first little YouTube thing there.
Yep. And that's why I'm recording shit.
Start a fucking YouTube channel. It'd be awesome.
shit.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Thought you said you don't watch that stuff, Dominic.
So how much would you pay for one room in a flat share per month?
Fuck's a flat share.
It's where you share
People
share the
share
kitchen.
flats.
Yeah, you share the kitchen and living room, and you have your own bedroom. How much would you pay for that bedroom?
Maybe
A
seven,
month.
800 a month, maybe.
Dominic, you want to have a guess?
If
I'm
you gotta-
probably going at least 1,100.
Right. Well,
Well, I'm just saying what I would want to pay for
Yeah.
it, not what we would pay for it.
but here we're paying £700 for this one bedroom flat to ourselves. Bedroom, hallway, bathroom, living room, kitchen. This one room advertised in London for £3,800 per calendar month.
Oh, good on them then.
Oh, Jesus
If
Christ.
you can afford that, you could afford your own bloody house.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that means that the houses are probably super expensive there though, right?
No,
Yeah. Well, then fuck that.
if you got a mortgage, you'd probably pay half of that for your monthly mortgage.
Exactly.
Shit, here mortgages aren't much cheaper than renting it is, to be honest with you. Might save you $300-400 a month, but not a big savings.
No, any saving is a saving, though.
Yeah, but at the same time, when you own your own house, there is an advantage to renting. I mean, for the simple fact is, if you're renting, you constantly have that insurance policy. If something major breaks, hot water heater goes out, roof needs to be replaced, guess what? You don't have to pay for that.
Yeah.
That's the one good thing about renting. But also a house, a house really isn't your house till that shit's paid off.
Yeah, exactly.
So you might
And
have
you
that.
and you could be part of a HOA.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You're talking about a 15, 30-year lease on or mortgage on a house, depending on how much you want to pay a month. If you want to pay a lot more, you're going to have like a 15-year mortgage. If
Yeah.
you want to pay real little, you're going to have a lot longer one, like a 25, 30-year.
What are we talking about now? Last time I went to the kitchen and now the subject's changed again.
We're talking about mortgages. Mortgage
Uh,
versus rent.
I don't have to worry about it.
Well, if you got wireless headphones like me, you wouldn't be missing all the exciting
All the excitement.
conversation. Yeah. Yeah, we just raffled off $100 a minute ago.
Yeah.
You could have been in there. Dom won it. He was on the panel.
Hashtag boobies.
Yes, my. Excuse me.
This is a 3 years worth of
Spend
rent.
it well, Dominic.
Oh, just-
Something about buying eggs, weren't it, Dominic? You said you was going to spend it on.
yeah.
Yeah, put them in the
Well, eggs are
microwave.
not that expensive here.
Oh,
I got a dozen for $3.49 there last week.
yeah, I got a dozen about 320. Yeah.
Yeah, just depends where you buy, and the sort of egg you want. You know,
And
600 grams, 700
Hey,
grams,
that's not expensive.
800 grams, farm fed.
Hey, Google, what is $3 in UK pounds?
55.
Is that right? £2.45?
Yeah, it'd be about right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We can get
Probably.
12 eggs, a dozen eggs, for £1.10.
As I said, depends on where you buy, what sort of egg you buy.
You
Oh,
only-
yeah.
You can start it. You can get them for $2.99, but you can pay all the way up to $8 or $9, depending on the size, the quality.
Well, see here, you would get the normal white eggs that have, gone through processing. They've got, the white color instead of the
Yeah.
traditional brown. Or you can get the fancy Eggland's Best that come in the dozen, and they're the brown ones with the little fancy stamps on each shell.
Yeah, Yeah,
Yeah, you're gonna pay out the ass for those.
yeah. As I
And they
said,
don't, but they don't taste any different.
I know. It just depends on, as I said, it depends on, you can buy the expensive brand and pay through the nose for it. It's the same as anything. You know, I can't really see the difference between some of the no-name brands and the really expensive brands. I've
Hey.
done a test.
But here's
You
the
buy the fancy bread up against the bread that's $1.85.
but here's the point. It doesn't matter what brand of
There,
egg it is,
throw it in
it
there,
all
take
comes
that
out of a chicken's arse.
Exactly.
But over here, we have two prices. You got normal eggs, and then you got what they class as free ranged eggs.
Yeah, we got the free range.
But all these people over here rushing out, going, "Oh, I want to pay extra because I want the free ranged eggs because chickens have had a better life." No, because of bird flu.
They're not free range, right? You know they're not free range.
No, it can't be because you can't allow your chickens outside over here.
They have about that much space. That makes them free range.
Yeah. They got that amount of room instead of that amount of room.
My chickens were free range. Yeah.
But
They
the
were
thing is,
they wanted inside the fence anywhere.
is you're also trusting massive corporations. And you don't know if those,
That's a recipe for disaster.
well, you don't know if those chickens are actually fucking free range. They could be chickens. They just don't
They're
dye
not.
those eggs white.
Have you ever seen a company selling eggs? You see their warehouses and how them chickens are scrunched in there. They're not.
Yeah.
They see they're free range because they're in a warehouse or whatever, but
Bigger
they're
egg.
scrunched together. It's not free
Well,
range.
that's what
They're more-
I'm saying.
Yeah, I've seen some of them where they have a really large area, but the trouble is they're like $8 or $9 a dozen rather than $2.
And for
I used
what?
to sell only $5 a dozen when I sold them.
And that's the thing, for what? Because if you did a blind taste side by side taste comparison, you wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to tell the damn difference.
No,
Yeah.
but you can tell the difference in the yolk and everything. I used to have double yolks. I would have real yellow yolk. You know, that's the comparison. Mine they were used to get them every morning at 6 a.m. then put them in cartons and put them outside. By the time I came home,
As
the
I
money
said,
box
they
was
can be
full.
from various
Look at John.
angles, various things.
Look at John. See what he said?
Yeah.
As I said, at the same time, they still come out of a chicken's ass.
Wait a
It
minute.
doesn't matter.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. Is it John or Frank? Because he said I'm on Justin's channel. I can be Frank.
Thin line buff.
Sorry, John.
What's up,
Who's
thin
thin
line
line
buff?
buff?
Thin
Don't
line
know.
buff, remember me. Remind me. Trying to remember.
Tomas, how
If you
come
tell me
forget?
what show I've seen you from, I would remember.
I think that's probably Gappa. I don't know.
Well, that's why I'm asking them what show I met them on, because either they were sub to me or, but it's possible I met them on another show, because there's a couple other shows I've been going to
Hmm.
that aren't involved with any of you guys. That one where I said Red was on the,
YouTube whore.
oh yeah, check
Check
Discord. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, I got you.
Who is it?
They're from my Discord, that's right.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What up?
Yeah, I knew the
Yeah,
name looked
hello.
familiar.
Hello, thin line buff.
I just couldn't remember where I'm
What's
calling
up?
for.
Welcome to the channel where we talk shit all the time.
Yep.
Relax yourself, Tim.
Relax, man.
No, but like, that's what I'm saying though, is like, you don't know if the corporation took those fucking eggs and just didn't dye those particular ones and threw them in another carton and said, oh, they're free range. You don't know.
You
that.
don't
Yeah.
tell them until you open them. You don't tell them until you open them.
Just
When
like
you,
the,
if it's bright yellow, that's a good fucking chicken
Well,
egg.
it's just like the organic vegetables, right? You don't know if they're actually organic. And what, you pay an extra $2 for a bag of,
Yeah, you just chuck the word organic on it, you can bump the price up.
oh yeah, because like, let's just say like a little bag of baby carrots, right?
Yeah.
The regular ones are like $1.50, $2, but you get the organic ones are like $4 or $5 for the same size bag. Just because they say organic, you don't know if those things are actually organic.
Hey, Justin, I sent you a link in your messenger. Can you play that and share it, please?
Yeah, I remember that thin line buff. I got you. I actually just got my internet back yesterday, so I actually hadn't been in the server for 2 or 3
Laura,
days.
go to bed. Go to bed, Laura.
Yeah,
You're talking shit.
deadline.
They were working on my internet out by the road and decided to fry my
Mm.
my modem on the outside of my house, so I
Yeah,
had to wait 2 days for them to fix it.
and he had hashtag Island Life internet for 2 days. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
Carmen
Well, it
getting
was
back.
a fucking nightmare having third world internet for 2 days.
Welcome to Karma. Mhm. Can you play that, Justin?
Like what?
I sent it to a messenger. Didn't you just hear me? Or
Why do you
were
keep
doing something else?
why do you keep sending me stuff to play? You can play stuff.
Now when you
Uh-uh.
Fuck that, I'm not playing that.
Put it in the chat, we can all watch it.
It's AC/DC. No,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna, fuck that. I'll go play SNL clip on your fucking channel.
fuck it. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm not playing AC/DC. Fuck that. I had this really cool drone video I was gonna do one time. And I actually timed the drone video and I edited the video to where it would shake like this.
Hmm.
And it would go with the thunder, and it
Hmm.
would shake and it looked really badass.
Hey,
Fucking
sing
work-
part of that song for me.
No. Anyway, I worked like 2 days on this video and timed everything perfect to the music. Fucking uploaded it. YouTube blocked it immediately. Wouldn't even let me upload it. Once they did the processing portion,
Yeah.
it immediately
Cool.
flagged it and said, nope, it's blocked in all countries.
That's ACDC.
Yeah, it's blocked in all countries. You can't use it anywhere.
You don't
Yeah.
know, the Martians might be watching.
Maybe down in Antarctica or something. I'll set up a
Yeah,
house down there.
or Mars, Jupiter. You don't know. They might be watching our YouTube.
Oh,
You
good
know
on
what?
you. He upgraded his internet, man.
Yay. Well done to Mars.
I'm
Good.
kind of curious though. Say I was to buy an island out in the middle of the fucking ocean, right? Like in international waters, far
Hmm.
enough out where it was in international waters. Would I technically have to follow the copyright laws of the country? Like
It
would
depends if you're
YouTube,
in international waters or if you're in somebody else's waters. International waters, you can do anything you fucking want.
but would
or-
YouTube
It's
grant
pretty much
me?
like the old days of pirate radio.
Yeah, but what I'm
That's where-
saying is, would YouTube grant me my own protections or my own version of YouTube? Because technically I'm not part of any country at that point, right? So can I make my own country like Peter did in Family Guy, Pretoria? You
Hmm.
know?
Justina Land. You see what little Laura and Llama did? Fucking her and Tomas. I'll be right back.
Hmm, hmm.
Oh, what internet did you end up getting, Tomas? So you just upgraded his. Yeah, the fucking now Frontier over here, the one that's doing a lot of the fiber around the country.
Mhm.
Now they were advertising on the TV and on YouTube the other day that they're gonna now start upping it all to 5 gig now.
Hmm.
So you'll get 2.5 up, 2.5 down. That's fucking fast, dude. Like, oh my God, that's so fucking quick. Gymatoria, right? Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm saying. Like, so if I uploaded my video from my private island, could I tell YouTube, in my property, I don't require copyrights. Be like, fuck AC/DC, right? Because most of the songs that they get you for copyright claims on YouTube, when you just get a claim and not a strike,
Mm.
it's usually only blocked in like some Middle Eastern countries and maybe one or two Asian countries, and that's it.
Mm.
You know, and it will be like North Korea, fucking Iran, right? Just a bunch of bullshit countries nobody's gonna
No,
watch.
JDS.
What's up, JDS? But it'll be a bunch of bullshit countries. Nobody was gonna watch your shit anyway, cause
Hmm.
they don't have internet access to get out of certain areas anyway. But
Hmm.
there's some shit, like I said, these older bands from like the eighties and nineties and seventies, their shit is so heavily copyrighted, they got it blocked everywhere. And that's because I think it was because of all the pirating back in the day. You
Yeah.
notice the newer artists don't really give a crap anymore.
No, they feel it's probably good advertising.
Well, not only that, is just like I said, you get so many people these days that are going out and buying $10 subscriptions to Apple Music, Spotify, you know, whatever music service they choose of that they pick. And they have unlimited access to every song in the world. So why would you want to take the time to go pirate a bunch of CDs?
Hmm.
Most kids don't want to do that these days, or even just download them to your computer. I mean, it's just more convenient to pay that $10 every month, right? I mean, back in the day, think about it, a new CD, every time you went out and bought a CD, that was what, $20 when they were new?
At least.
Yeah, but what's fucked up today is like technology wise, Australia will get that internet probably in 5 years. We still don't have good internet over here.
I
Hmm.
know, cause you're like 5 minutes behind on the conversation.
See what I mean? I dropped out again. What I'm saying is like we can have the best internet and it's still not better than America's, but we're supposed to be, you know,
Actually, I wanna say
lies, but we don't even get fucking, yeah, they're bullshit.
America's definitely in one of the top positions for the best internet, because especially since the last 2 years, they've been upgrading a lot of the infrastructure to fiber now. But I think the number one country, I wanna say, isn't it like South Korea or something, has like the best internet connections?
I don't know.
I wanna say it's one of the Asian countries. I think it's
But
South
I-
Korea.
I can say my generation lived without internet. Your generation will probably cry and huddle in a fucking corner.
How did you
Yeah.
live without the internet? You guys
We
still
didn't have
use the
internet.
internet?
We didn't have the
Yeah,
internet
we
back
had to actually go to
That's-
libraries and read books.
That's because your
Yeah.
generation was too dumb to invent it. That ain't my fault.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you-
But you do make a valid point there.
Yeah. Yeah, because their generation are pussies. But anyway.
Oh my god. What do you mean our generation? Like, I'm not even in the newer generation. I was born in the mid-80s.
You're not Generation X, though.
You're
And
wise.
I think I'm only like 1 year from being in the previous generation. I think it was 84.
You'd be Generation Y.
Why? Yeah, why the fuck is this
We're
happening?
X. The three of us are X, and we've got one Y.
And you know,
Yeah.
I've looked up the different generations, and I don't know, it seems to be kind of all over the place on the years. I've seen 2 or 3 different websites that they have different stretches of years that they use. So I'm
I
not
just
sure
say
which one's
60
right.
to 80. 60 to 80. 1960 to 1980.
Yeah, but you think the people born in 1960 want to claim your ass? Hell no.
Exactly.
Oh, blow me. What are you saying, Dominic? Kiss ass mother. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get my bearings here. There we go. Fuck off.
Oh, Tar Heel, it says I actually work for one of the top fiber optic cable manufacturers in the world.
I got Dominic. That's what you get, Rick.
What do you do? Put you in the waiting room?
Yep.
There you go. Now I'm mute.
It seemed that way. Yeah, I went, what?
I appreciate it, Al.
Hey, Al. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, you should have saw it the last 2 days, Al. Oh my god, up and down by like 100. It's fucking
Yeah, it's like
insane.
a friend.
YouTube was like taking 130 and then they'd put like 90 back and then they'd take
Yeah.
120. It was
Yeah.
fucking
It was like a
nuts.
French woman. Mhm.
Yeah, the other one was you went from, I think it was 950 to 800 and then back up again. The roller coaster is just. I was getting giddy watching it.
You wish you had my internet, JDS.
Mhm.
Like I said, I got enough internet for the next 4 houses over.
Not if they come and cut you off again.
No, I have not ever heard of them, William.
Scoop. No,
Well, you
William.
know, well, you gotta think they're the manufacturer, but the people that are using the fiber optics, those are the companies you hear about, the internet companies.
Mm.
You know, sometimes you
we
don't hear
got
about them.
fiber optics here, but we got to pay for it to be
Yeah,
fed.
gotta
to
pay.
the house. That's bullshit.
Mm.
Well, from what you guys were telling me, you guys are throttled back like crazy anyway, for no reason, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing, is fiber optic isn't really hemmed in by how many users are on it. And even the speeds aren't. You can have an entire neighborhood come home and get on their internet, and if they're all
Yes,
fiber,
you
they're
know
not
what
gonna
fiber-
notice.
You know what fiber is, right? So no, you can't disconnect like
Well.
speed of light.
Well, that's what I'm
Nothing
saying.
hinder-
It's not like DSL and all these older, you know, dial-up services and
Hmm.
stuff. You don't get slowdown periods because everybody gets home at 5 o'clock like you used to. Fiber's not
Hmm.
restricted by that. So that's what I'm saying is like, there's no reason you guys should be being throttled back. There's just no reason for it.
Hmm.
I mean, and that's the thing is weren't you and Matt telling me that they were throttling you guys back, Dominic, and they were giving companies more bandwidth?
It seems that way, but I can only comment about my state, Victoria, and Matt and Tim are in Queensland. So sometimes it can be a little different.
The most we can get is like 30 or 40 up. Well, if we did get a company it costs a lot of fucking money. We can get good speeds, but no.
What
Yeah.
you talking about, Thomas? Tomas?
Yeah.
I've been on fiber for 10 years now. You 10-bit. Yeah, you wish you had.
Eh, good point, Tomas. Yeah, it is pretty sad. It's even sadder that I'm on the panel.
Oh, y'all can fuck off. I'll put
No.
everybody in the waiting room.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn. That's hard. I'm eating my curlies, man. These are fucking good.
Matter of fact, that's enough of that. Oh, fuck.
Damn. Jesus, man. That's harsh, bro. That's like 2 in 20 minutes there, dog. What the hell?
Matter of fact, where's Bill at so he can get in here and take care of the JDS? Need a real Canadian in the chat.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What
I'm
is
eating
Tim?
curlies. They're good.
Fuck a curlies.
I showed him earlier. So y'all blind?
I don't know. You probably froze up when you showed them to us.
Probably. I'll be right back.
Fucking David. He said that makes us losers too. Well, let's all be fucking losers together. Oh, good. Can you please take care of JDS? I need a real man from Canada in here.
What'd you say?
I was talking to Bill. I said, can you take care of JDS, please? I need a real man from Canada.
Okay.
Yeah. See what Bill put? He said, I just came in and all I hear is I need a real Canadian in the chat. Well, here I am.
I didn't freeze when I showed them. You just didn't look at them. They're curlies. They're fucking good.
Oh, pretty much like Cheeto Puffs.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking beautiful.
You know, those are just a byproduct of corn too.
Yep. Excuse me.
Could have got yourself some cheesels as well.
Yeah, I could have put them all on my fingers.
Yep.
Yeah.
I must do that again.
Oh, they're
Wait till
good.
they're on special.
Yeah, I'm not buying them now. Fuck, $5 a bag.
I don't want to see Tim sucking Cheeto dust off his fucking bad finger anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, we've got the party bag of chips. We've got a really big packet of chips. I don't know what they are in grams. I only know what they are in grams. They're about 3 or 4 times the normal size.
I froze when he was like, I don't want to see Tim sucking on the chip.
And I said,
That's
I
all.
don't want to see Tim sucking Cheeto dust off his bad finger going. Yum, 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 yum.
Oh, it's really good, Justin. Yum, yum, yum. You're right.
Tomas said he's got us all on mute. He's just reading the chat.
As he would.
Well, I mean, if any of you guys have anything to say about him, their time is now. Tomas is the dick. Tomas is the dick.
Yeah.
Bet he heard that. Probably got the captions on. You ever read though fucking YouTube's captions when it tries to like,
Yeah.
especially with the cussing, it always does some weird ass word.
Or it'll have it in the have it in sort of like brackets. ... Sometimes.
I would have a Twinkie lore, but I just actually had a small little brownie, so. And I don't want to gross him out. You know how he is.
Yeah. Twinkies are bloody expensive down here.
Oh, you should see this big ass box there I got earlier. Yes.
Shit.
I thought you were supposed to be on a diet. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong person.
Something a quarter that size. They wanted to charge me $16 for. It only had 4 in there.
You liked that burp, didn't you, AZ? Yeah, that was a good
Well,
one.
they're not expensive over here because it's in a, you know. They're
You're right,
not,
man.
they're common over here, so they're not that
Yeah.
expensive. A box like that would probably run you like maybe $5, $5, $6.
It'd work out at about $80 here.
Well, we really get the Twinkies because that is one of my favorite like snacks just to have. And usually every night I'll have one and then I'll give Tyson just a little end piece of it. It's kind of a thing me and him do every night.
You ready
He
for
goes-
this?
He goes freaking nuts for him. Let me take it.
Is that it? You breastfeed him?
Let it- Yeah, just let it wait till he restarts.
Excuse me. Excuse me. In the car park, is there anybody?
Go out there.
Shoot all the time.
What type of car it was?
It's just a black BMW.
That's my announcement. We own a black BMW registration N148. Please come customer service. Thank you.
Oh my god.
How come is that working?
So, the question is, how many times a day do you breastfeed your dogs?
Dude, this dog goes fucking nuts for Twinkies.
I would too. Hey, what's up, girl? What's up?
What's up?
Alright, take your dog and go.
That pretty dog's still gonna grow. It's not done growing yet.
Well, like we sound funny when we cuss. I think the same thing when like Laura and David cuss. That shit makes me laugh.
No, it's he's saying Americans say cursing. We could call it cursing or cussing, and yeah.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Person.
You know-
Yeah, but
Profanity.
you're right in there with me, buddy. You don't sound Australian at all, so don't be trying to be like, oh, it's only you,
Exactly. You can't.
fucking half breed.
He's half and half.
So yeah,
Or should I say half and half?
in 10 years it'll be half and half. Then I'll be 30 over here, 30 over here. Yeah.
Rather than half and half.
Yeah, not half and half. It's half and half.
Half and half.
Yeah, not walked her, it's walked her.
Yeah. Water.
Water.
That's
Water.
how Laura, that's how Laura says, I'm gonna get a glass of water.
Water.
Water. It's water. It's like tea and crumpets. Tea and crumpets. Be right back. The rice is going on. I love rice.
Oh, I noticed, Dominic, when you get to 100,000, then it starts going by 25,000 increments
Oh, no.
instead of 5,000.
No. Let's go back and have a quick check. See where you are. Oh, 10. You've dropped back to 1010.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Give him an hour, he'll be back down to 900.
Yeah.
And then give me
Yeah,
2 hours
yeah,
and I'll be back
10:40.
up to 1,000.
Yeah. 1040. You're back to 1010. And in an hour, you'll be about 1400.
Right, exactly.
Can I ask a
And then
question?
back to 800. And then up to 2000. And then back to 300. It's an absolute roller coaster.
Yeah, it is.
Justin, what I want to know is,
Broken.
how do you
What?
deal with customer services when your numbers go back down?
What are you talking about?
When you ring up and complain that your sales not working?
Oh my God. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen though. I mean, just
Max
cause,
is unsubscribed. He's going from one chat to another.
Mhm.
Prolific.
Mhm.
He's obviously got 2 browsers open like I have.
Who's that?
Max.
Ah, okay. Hey, Max. How you doing, bud?
Hey,
what's up,
Max.
Max?
He's the king of kings.
I know, Tammy's lurking in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Tammy,
She,
how you?
she always mentions stuff that we talk about on my show on her show. That's
Hey,
why I know
Tammy.
she's watching.
Yeah, she's lurking in the background. So be
Hey, Tammy.
careful what you say.
Hey, Tammy, if you're there, how you doing? Had to say it, Max. You know me.
Yeah.
Lord. Oh my God. Rice is almost done. Can't wait.
Oh, great.
Hungry. Hungry. Stop.
Oh, Dan was live earlier.
Yeah, I saw that.
When was he live?
Right, everybody's been live in the last hour. There's like 4 or 5 of them.
When was Dan live? I didn't see him live. I would have went there
My
instead.
head was spinning.
Somebody,
Look at Max. Back off, Tim. Lord. Oh,
yeah, you don't want him stealing Tammy from you with that fucked up Australian American accent shit he's got going.
Exactly.
when did
I drank some water, you son of a bitch.
Okay, so yeah, he went an hour ago. I would have went there instead of here. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck off. You're never on time anyway.
Never on time anyway, motherfucker.
Bunnies. Somebody subscribed to me with the name Bunnies Lovey Cute. Okay.
Hey, how you
And then-
doing?
Sounds good.
No. Take that back, Tim, because she looks like she's about 10 years old.
Oh
okay.
God, we'll take it back.
Yeah,
I just went to her channel.
Oh God, she's probably from the gaming community, man.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a whole bunch of like, I knew that was gonna happen though. You're gonna get kids from the gaming community.
I told you, like somebody's shouting you out that you don't even know. You know. So
Well, the
Oh,
thing is too, is like a lot of younger kids will subscribe to you because you have shit that they don't. Most
You
of them
have
don't
shit?
have, well, I'm saying most of them don't have gaming PCs or not
No, they
able
don't.
to, they're not able to play 5M servers and all that. They just don't know how to do it.
yeah, but some of them live at home and they're teenagers and their parents get them anything they want.
It was like I said too, like, I mean, just learning how to do the 5M servers it's a lot to learn.
Mm.
You have to
It's not-
learn.
We downloaded it when we went on that other RP server, whatever the hell that's called.
Right, but when you get like involved in one like mine where you fill out an application and you actually become a member, then you have to learn how to use TeamSpeak. You gotta learn,
Yeah,
you
but
gotta
that
start
comes
learning.
with 5M. That comes with 5M. When you
But what I'm saying
download.
is you gotta start learning how to use Discord the right way. I mean, you gotta learn a few different programs and how
Yeah,
they work, but then when you get into the server, there's like shit tons, like endless commands you have to learn.
yeah, but we learned that on that other RP. We didn't learn all the commands though, but yeah.
Right, and
You
I'm
should-
still learning commands, like I still run across commands I've never run across as much as I played in there.
Yeah. It was cool learning. I just didn't like that RP server.
No, that
Yeah.
one was shitty. The one I'm in is way, way better. That RP server was crap. See here. We go to,
Well, if you ever want desync in real life, just get Starlink and live where I live. You'll have fucking desync in real life. Fuck me. Be right back. Gonna rest this roast.
Tim, Elon Musk thanks you for the money.
oh, good, when I get that 125,000, let me see, what's Matt sitting at? I think Matt's sitting at 124,000 and some change on views.
Okay, 10 minutes. The rice should be rested. And I
Oh,
can,
never mind, he's sitting at 109,000.
oh,
Matt's channel, I thought he was at 120 something.
oh, you're way over that big gem. I mean, that mindset of hugeness. Yeah.
Another couple days I will be. I'm only a little over 100,000 right now.
Yep.
Cause TubeBuddy, once you hit 100,000, then it's instead of going by 5,000 increments, it starts going by 25,000.
Hmm.
So I'll have to hit 125,000 before I'll get another badge.
It's been slow today.
We're gonna, oh my God. Dang. Were you looking at something? Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here you go. I don't know if y'all saw this, but I didn't send it to everybody. Hold on. Gotta redo it. Hopefully I can play this all the way through before it fucking cuts me out. Okay, this, everybody, this is the mindset, when the mindset of hugeness takes effect. Okay, everybody see this?
Yeah, John.
Who put all this cotton in my mouth? Yeah, baby, the world is so small. I'm free, babe.
That's when the mindset of hugeness popped in.
Yeah.
I sent a link to Matt too. I'm wondering if he's gonna pop in at some point.
Hmm.
Probably not.
You're probably too big for him now.
Yeah, he's too, you're too big for him right now. So
Tell
you
Matt
don't go to,
tell him to stay in his lane.
you don't go to bigger, you don't go to bigger shows.
I remember that night he was trying to give Bill from Newfound a bump and then he realized he had a bigger channel than him.
Oops.
Oh, it was funny.
Yeah, Laura asked him to give me a mat bump last night and I got freaking no one. Oh, waste of time.
Oh, you didn't get it. Did he do one for you last night?
No, he just showed the video instead, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Can't get the staff.
Yeah, my new viewers are through the roof.
You might be monetized very shortly. Start making some money.
When I went on, what was it Social Blade? I want to say it was, fuck, I can't remember. It was like 300 something dollars a month. It was estimating.
Let me see. Let me
Oh, wait until you're monetized, then you'll see.
bring that up.
I
Let me
know my
see.
5-year statistic went up. It went up to 60 from 44,000 to 60 some thousand subscribers and like 16 million views.
Yeah, I've got it on my screen, but mine is in Australian dollars. So it'll be more. It says estimated monthly earnings between 29 Australian and 469 Australian.
So that would be,
Probably about
More?
three.
that'd be what, about 330 American?
Yeah,
Yeah. That was about right.
nothing to sneeze at, I tell you.
Yeah, but I'm still not at my watch hours though. I
Yeah.
still have, I would think I was at 22, right at 2,200 watch hours. So I'm halfway there, but I'm also halfway through the year already, so.
Yeah. If you keep going the way you're going,
Yeah, if I can get them within, if I can get that next 2,000 hours within the next couple of months, I'll be pretty golden.
mm,
Then I'll apply for the, partnership and see if I get approved for it or not.
you're just looking at this. In the last week, you've got 528 subscribers, and that's not counting. That's for the previous 24 hours, not the current 24 hours. Because you went from 898 to 1040 and then back to 1010.
Quadcopters, what's up?
Yeah, you're back at 1010.
See, on my YouTube studio, it's showing me 115. I don't know. I don't know which one's right.
Yeah,
Cause I don't know, Social Blade seems to be pretty, accurate as far as how quick they update everything.
mm,
I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if YouTube Studio takes a while to update or not.
seems to be because I'm slow. Yeah, well, it seems to be slow in updating the views.
Why are we not live anymore?
What?
What?
Are we not live anymore?
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah,
Yes, we're
we're
live.
live. We're still live. Tony.
Yeah.
Okay. I just-
Quadcopter, what's up? Travel Tech, Robbie.
Robbie.
What's up, dog? What's up?
Okay, I just want to make sure for some.
That's karma getting back to you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Definitely
Okay,
live. 17 watching.
Yep.
that was weird.
Yeah. Desync. Yeah.
What's up, Robbie?
Karma coming back home again. Be right back.
Oh, fuck off. Okay. Oh my god, if he says karma one more time, I'm putting him in the waiting room.
Mm,
Alright, let me see here. Go
No, you're not. It's all. It's all. Anybody wants to join the panel? Come on up. Links at the top. Be right back.
Yeah, so in American money, the estimated yearly earnings is $271 to $4,000. And
Hmm.
then estimated monthly is $23 to 361.
Close.
And I don't know what the ratings are, but I got a B minus. I'm not real sure what,
Hey,
how that,
you're doing better than I am. I'm only on C+.
let me see here. Hmm. You can actually apply for membership through,
Social Blade.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think Social Blade's updated as much as because on the top of my Social Blade account, when I just went on there and refreshed it, it's still showing I have the 898 and I'm under 100,000 views. I don't think it's updating as fast as
Well, the one I've got up has, but it's only on the live panel.
oh, you got it on the live thing, yeah.
I've got it on the live panel. Yeah, live panel is 1010. Whereas you go back to the profile page, it's got you at 898.
Huh. See, on my live, it's still showing 898. Oh, fuck.
Does take about 10 or 15 seconds to update.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, god damn it.
Make some shorts, Robbie. Make some shorts. Shorts are the go at the moment.
Yeah, but it also has been bringing like I said, it's brought some viewers into my regular videos because, like I said, my last 4 videos have jumped up in views
Yeah,
as
I
well.
think
Like,
it seems to have done a similar thing with me because, yeah, in the last 48 hours, I got 10,500 views.
where'd David go?
Yeah, I just noticed that. Yeah, mine have.
I guess his computer fucking did something
Yeah.
weird. He said he'd be back. Interesting. Let me go to, but see, and then the problem with TubeBuddy is it doesn't tell you the exact number.
Mm.
It just literally says 1.01K.
That's what I'm talking about, goddammit. Look at that shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, baby.
Ah, delicious.
Yum. Made from scratch. Mm-hmm. Did it without flour, so I want to see how it tastes. So my thing is like 15 people watching right now, and you just got over 1,000 subs.
Mm,
Where are they all at?
exactly.
Well, it's the whole point of, that's what I was talking about yesterday, is the catering to, you may be catering to that specific audience of just short watchers,
Mm.
right?
Yep.
Because that's what me and Matt were talking about yesterday. You might not get those people coming. They may watch, some of them may come and watch your live, some may come and watch your come and watch your regular videos, but a majority of them, they're only subbing to you because they want your videos and their reels.
Mm.
You know what
So
I'm
when
saying?
we do the game lives, or you gonna have higher views now, or what?
I mean, I'm hoping so. Actually, the game lives don't do too bad. They usually get over 100. Let's see here, like that one. Yeah, the one me and you did yesterday got 171 views.
Hey, babe.
Last few didn't do too well, but they didn't do bad either. Kind of ranges, I guess.
Oh, thanks, Tomas. Yeah, it tastes pretty good without adding the flour. Actually, pretty goddamn good. Fucking love this shit.
Yeah.
I don't like the way he's moaning like that.
Shut up. Don't need teeth to eat this beef. Yeah, yeah.
Do, 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 do. Okay, so. Yeah, see, I think your 1010's right.
Say what?
I said, I think his 1010's right. Cause I switched to the Jason McNeil account, the other account I had, the one that I just don't really use for anything. And
Mhm.
when you go to switch accounts, it actually tells you their subs, the full number.
Okay.
So it says 1010, so I think that's correct. Oh, man. She doesn't swear, whatever. She told me to fuck off on her chat the other day. Don't listen to her. Ugh.
Oh, little boy getting tired. Little boy getting tired. It's okay.
What was that?
Nothing.
Huh?
What do you say?
Yeah, so I thought. Tim got a little quiet. What happened?
Where'd he go?
Hey, kid. All good.
Ooh, Tomas is,
Good
partnership
boy.
with Laura in the chat. Oh, man.
Little boy needs a cuddle. All right.
Actually, I want to play that video clip earlier that link it for. So that. Here we go.
Fucking crickets.
Just waiting for this video to be shown.
Mhm. Everybody is.
Yeah.
At most.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we now know that they've lied about their population statistics, and they overcounted their population by over 100 million people, all of whom would have been born since the one-child policy was adopted. So this is one of those places where they've got more people in their 60s and their 50s and their 40s and their 30s and their 20s. Mao was concerned that as the country was modernizing, the birth rate wasn't dropping fast enough and that the young generation was literally going to eat the country alive. So they went through a breakneck urbanization program which destroyed the birth rate. At the same time, they penalized anyone who wanted to have kids. And both of those at the same time have generated the demographic collapse we're in now. Before the data revision, with the last set of lies, it was about 1 to 1.2. It was the most distorted in the world, even more than Sri Lanka, where there had been a civil war for 30 years. Since then, we don't have good sex by sex data, but it's undoubtedly worse. Well, without young people, we've seen their labor costs increase by a factor of 14 since the year 2000. So Mexican labor is now 1/3 the cost of Chinese labor. Their educational system focuses on memorization over skills. So despite $1 trillion of investment and a bottomless supply of intellectual property theft, they really haven't advanced technologically in the last 15 years. Mexican labor is probably about twice as skilled as Chinese labor now, even though it's 1/3 the cost. They've consolidated into an ethnic-based paranoid, nationalistic cult of personality, and it's very difficult for the Xi administration to even run it because it's not an administration anymore. No one wants to bring Xi information on anything. So like Putin lied to his face, for example, but last February about the war, saying, why would I invade Ukraine? And you can see in some of the presses, the defense guys in the back of the room, like, they didn't want to say anything because she has a history of shooting people he doesn't like. And so the Chinese were the only country that was caught with their pants down when this all went down. The Biden administration is basically taking the trade policy of Donald Trump and running it through a grammar checker and putting it into institutions. So we now have tech barricades that prevent the...
What's up, Robbie?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Well, Tim,
What are
good.
we watching? What are we watching? How the Chinese can't grow or they are growing?
It was Peter Zan. He did a interview with Joe Rogan. Just kind of getting his take on it. He's one of those people that kind of analyzes everything and then comes up with his own, you know. It was just interesting. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I
The
watched it
Chinese
last
from-
week. It was very interesting.
Yeah, it is.
buying the equipment, the tools, or the software that's necessary to make semiconductors. In fact, he went so far as to say any Americans working in the sector have to either quit or give up their American citizenship. Every single one of them either quit or was transferred abroad within 24 hours. So the tech system is stalled. They don't have the young people to go consumption-led. They're completely dependent on the U.S. Navy to access international trade. They are the most vulnerable country in the world right now. And based on how things go with Russia, we're looking at a significant amount of raw materials falling off the map, specifically food and energy. And the Chinese are the world's largest importer of both of those things. So there's no version of this where China comes through looking good. And the challenge for the rest of us is to figure out how do we, in as smooth and quick as a process as possible, figure out how we can get along without them, because they are going away. And they're going away this decade for certain.
If China decides to invade Taiwan and the world stands up and the world imposes sanctions on China, how does that go?
Very ugly for the Chinese. So, say what you will about the Russian economy. It's corrupt, it's inefficient, it's not very high value add, but it's a massive producer and exporter of food and energy. You put the sanctions that are on the Russians on Beijing, and you get a deindustrialization collapse and a famine that kills 500 million people in under a year. And the Chinese know this. They can only push so hard. Also, you can make the argument that if the Russians succeed, they actually solve or at least address some of their problems. Even if the Chinese were able to capture Taiwan without firing a shot, it doesn't solve anything for them. They're still food importers. They're still dependent on the United States. They're still energy importers. And even if they take every single one of those semiconductor fab facilities intact, they don't know how to operate them because they can't operate their own. And their own are among the worst in the world, not the best. Now, the only reason, in my opinion, to be concerned about a Taiwan war is because Xi has so isolated himself that when one person is making all the decisions and that one person refuses to access information to make the decisions, strange stuff happens. He does not have normal...
I don't know, this is some of it I wanted to watch. It's pretty interesting though.
It is interesting on how that's set up. I used to work for a Japanese company, and they sent me over to Japan. We made electronics for Honda Accord. We made the fuse box and the airbag. And one of the older guys there told me, he said, you know what America's problem is? They don't do any labor. They take their rich money and send it over here and pay us cheap labor to do it. And he said, but the thing is we're getting skilled on how to make it and do it. And y'all are paying for the machine. So the machines come in, we see how they're made and we duplicate it and make other machines beside it so we can produce for other companies. So it's like, we fund a lot of that stuff. And I knew one day, sooner or later, that would catch up. But, look at why, if you took everything that was made from China out of Walmart, they might have to shut down because there's so much stuff in there. Yeah, there's so much stuff that's in there that's made. So, I definitely agree. It's time that, America needs to step up and start doing stuff. And yeah, the problem is it's going to cost more. And there's too many people right now that are just not in the financial situation to buy something from America if they know they can get it for half price in China. They may not admit it, but they're going to do it. That's just the way that it is.
Yeah, I don't, like I said, fuck, where was I going with that? I was reading something at the same time. But, as far as China goes, though, if we were to just stop doing business with them, it would be bad for both. But I think they would be in a lot worse off position.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how are they
Because-
going to feed their families? They depend on that money. And now
Right.
Apple is closing, totally going to be closing in China, and they're moving to Thailand here. So I've been waiting to see what the stance is going to be for this country. It could really
Well-
concern me because my wife is Thai. So I'm sitting here thinking, what are we going to do? So Philippines has already stepped forward and said, look, we don't like China coming in trying to take part of the sea. Y'all come back to these military bases that y'all were in before. So we're okay in the Philippines. So we have, but this country is like, they try to stay neutral here. They don't want to be involved with anybody. They just try to be nice. So I'm kind of waiting to see what the step is they're going to take here. Because sooner or
Well-
later, something will happen.
Well, the Chinese government too, I want to say they extorted Apple for what, like $100 million like a year or two ago?
Well, here's the issue. I know they took advantage a lot. All these companies, what they do, and a good example is when they started making, what was it, Nike shoes. They started sending them over to somewhere in Pakistan or India or wherever they were making the shoes, and they were using child labor. If you didn't make like 500 pair of shoes a day, you had to work over. If you didn't work over, you didn't get paid for the day. So they went to Nike and said, hey, look what you're doing. No, we're not involved in that. We have people that take care of that for us. So if they're not doing their job, it's their problem, not ours, but they're still making the money. It's the same way with this. It's the same setup with China. All those people complained about making more money. We want more money. We want this. Now look at them. They're all going to lose their damn job over it.
Yep. By the way, Dan, the first couple of weeks I was testing the YouTube waters on the shorts. I wasn't removing them and they sat up there for like a week and I didn't get nothing on them at all. They literally stayed at the same 3 or 4 views the entire week or two they were up there. And then that's when I started doing the other way, testing the other way, and it seems to have worked to a certain extent. So. But yeah, I don't know, like, I'm kind of curious to see what China's gonna do with this whole Taiwan thing, cause
Mm.
I don't think it's a good move for them at all. I think that's a bad move. But if you notice too, if you look over here in the US, right, they're planning on they're already on talks on getting a chip factory built here in Florida. They're putting one in Arizona. So all these Taiwanese companies are moving all their chip manufacturing over to friendly nations. I think they're gonna get to the point where they're gonna sit back and they're just gonna let China take it and then they're all gonna leave and take everything with them. Because then now all their shit's moved to other countries. What does China have to take besides the island itself? And I think they're seeing that. They're like, all right, this is coming, so we're just gonna move everything out of here and we're gonna leave you with nothing. And because
Hey, Sean.
Taiwan has 51% of the market when it comes to the world's manufacturing on chips and chipsets. I mean, they own over half the market.
Justin, do you know one thing a lot of people don't realize about the chip makers in Taiwan? What makes it so valuable is they have some kind of special sand over there. I know it sounds stupid, but they've got some kind of sand
Yeah.
they're using the chips, and evidently it can only come, they say it's only in that area where they can get it. So I think that's playing a big role too. I mean, China definitely doesn't want the US to get their hands on anything. And that's one thing that China and Russia are playing together. China's like, crap, we're going to run into an issue with Taiwan. We better buddy up with Russia just in case we go to war, they'll help us. Vice versa. Russia is going to China going, well, just in case we have an issue, China, you help us and we're going to work together on this. I don't think if we went to war with China, I don't feel like they could feed their soldiers enough. And dude, here's the deal. China doesn't even have enough qualified pilots to fly those planes. Russia doesn't have the money to feed the people. They can't even feed the people in Ukraine that are going to war. I'll say that about the US. I mean, I think you were in the military, weren't you?
No.
Okay, well, if you're in the American military, you're going to eat because we got
Oh,
plenty
for
of
sure.
food. So if we went to war, we can drop food. Russia don't have that option. They
Well, I
don't
mean-
have enough food to feed the people.
If you look at the whole Ukraine thing, it's just a big ass debacle in itself. I mean, look at it. They did horrible
Well-
over there. It just goes to show you how inexperienced our military really is. And
Well,
the
everything
fact that,
going,
I was saying the fact that 70% of their damn equipment is from the Cold War era.
yep. I'm tired of sanctions. Honestly, I'm not gonna get into too much political here, but there needs to be some ass whooping, not any more sanctions. Let's slap it up where we keep 5% of all the money that comes in the US. Go over there and freaking take care of business. That sooner or later it's gonna happen anyway.
What's up, Sean? Dan, how you doing?
Hey guys, I'm working. I figured that, Sean. If you get bored later, you can always pop in.
Yeah, it is interesting though. It really is. I guess what gets me the most, and I mean, you know, I see a lot of hyperinflation in the US now. When I see what stuff costs, my brother tells me, you know, I went to the grocery store and eggs are terrible. And, you know, when I left to come here, it wasn't great, but it wasn't like it is now. And then I come over here and I look at like what we buy stuff for here compared to what it sells for in the US. I know retail is called retail for a reason, mark it up and make money. But man, some of the stuff is just, man, it's just, I don't know. That's one thing I do like about living here. If I want something, I can get right on Lazada, which is the Amazon here that we have called Lazada. And I can get it for like 70 or 80% cheaper than I can buy it on Amazon. And it's coming from here anyway. And luckily I'm close, so they just deliver it to the house. I took these springs off my 3D printer.
Oh yeah, because you
And I
put the
re-
rubber grommets.
Man, I tell you one thing, damn, talking about I know I just switched subject, guys, sorry. Talking about
There you go.
a smooth ride when it prints now. Oh man, it's so much better than those springs because, you know, all that shaking, those springs move when it's doing that. But with that, man, it's just like some of the stuff I printed, I had to actually back it up a little bit because it was printing so tight, I couldn't even get the damn, the fill off of it, you know, the overfill, or what do you call it? The supports. I couldn't even get the supports off because they were so tight, they bonded together.
Speaking of 3D printing, Dan, did Sean ever get your bike fixed yet? Or you finished yet? The motorcycle he's printing for you? I haven't seen nothing on that in a few weeks. Just curious if he got
But
that
I got
finished.
these, I had bought another set of springs is where I was going with this before I bought the solids. And they were like 25 cents for all four. And I looked on Amazon and I just couldn't believe what they were selling for it. I just couldn't believe it.
Robbie put nuts under the heat bed screws too. Quadcopter says.
Do I?
Oh, quadcopter in the chat was talking to you.
Yeah, before the spacers, I put the hold on, I've got them here. The washer goes on top, and then there's another one that goes on the bottom that actually has like a
Oh, you're good,
it's a
Sean.
washer. It's a washer with like a little
I have a
pipes
question.
in it.
I have a question. I'm just wondering, did the inflation cause any change with the price of hookers?
Oh my God.
Again,
Sorry, I'll go back to eating.
I don't know. Try it. Go to your normal corner that you go to and check it out. Get a price comparison for us.
Over
I caught
here,
about half of that.
they're called escorts over here. And we have
Oh.
brothels. Mhm.
Later, Tomas.
See you, Tomas.
Later, Tomas.
Justin, are you using
Still waiting for it.
are you using Instagram any?
I have one, but I don't ever go on there. I just don't really like the layout of the app itself.
Hmm.
I don't
I
really
wasn't
care
getting I wasn't getting very many subs on my travel tech channel until I started posting the same thing on my Instagram. and started pushing through it. Once I got over a certain threshold in my Instagram, I could really tell that I would get a lot more subs. I mean, I could get literally hundreds in a month when Instagram was working good, and I would just put out links.
Yeah, I just never really got into Instagram. I really don't.
I used to like it, but it's gone downhill in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
that, Instagram and Twitter, I really just don't like the full layout of the app itself. I
No,
don't really like
Twitter's an
the,
absolute dumpster fire.
Yeah, I don't use Twitter.
Twitter is just a weird one. I don't like the layout of, honestly, I wish Elon would take Twitter and maybe morph it more towards like a YouTube style app. That would be nice where you could actually, post full videos, actually set up more of a better profile system. That would be interesting because that app's already pretty big. So I would like to see it change instead of it just being mostly just posting shit. I don't know. I
Well,
just
you can
don't-
do a lot on Instagram like that, but the problem is the thresholds are so high to do stuff for swipe ups and other stuff.
yeah,
I think
and
you
then
got to have 10,000 subscribers in order to put links in there. So, I mean, I started off with 2 subscribers a little over 2 years ago. I think I've got 29,000 subscribers now. And so I can put links. I put links to my videos in there. And people come in and watch them. And when I look at my analytics on it, it does really well for me.
Gaffa said mention of brothels and Tomas had to leave.
Mhm.
And Quadcopters was talking to you again about the bed.
Screws into the aluminum bed. Then the nut tightens up the bed. Then the spacer through the washer disc. Then the aluminum wheels. Yeah, I did washer on top, did the screw through the top to go through the washer and then the rubber piece or plastic piece. And then there's another cap that goes on the bottom. I downloaded a kit, one of the kits that I think he sent me a link for, and I put them on there. Dude, it's done freaking perfect. I did have to adjust it a little bit because I've got a pull arm on the front of my heat bed, so I don't have to grab my heat bed and pull it forward. And that takes up like, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch, a little higher. And I mount that. I was offset. So one of the kits that you sent me the link for, somebody sent me the link for, had 2 different ones. It had a thicker one like this, which I think was like a 4. And then there was a 2 in there. So I had to mix it up a little bit. But once I got it settled and leveled the bed out, man, it's like, God, I don't have to touch it, man. It just like, take my glass off now and then and clean it, put it back on. I've not had to adjust anything. And I printed a lot of crap since I put that on there, a lot of stuff.
David, have you done any printing lately?
No,
I don't
3D
think so.
printers packed up, ready for moving.
Tim, you started printing again, didn't you? Maybe. I don't know if he's there.
Y'all go join my Facebook group, the Daily Print. I'm gonna give away some filaments.
The daily
I'm
print.
gonna start doing a giveaway probably every 2 weeks.
That's-
I'm gonna
that's
start off
Tim
with filaments.
Yeah, that's Tim creating 400 Facebook
Yeah,
pages.
400 Facebook accounts.
Dominic, didn't you say you wanted to get into 3D printing or you were thinking?
I'd love to. It's just I don't have the money to purchase one.
Actually, it's a cheaper hobby than fucking flying drones, I'll tell you that.
You
I'd love
right,
to
it
get one.
is.
Don't have the money.
Yeah, it's because I would say probably Ender 3 Pro over there, they average about 170, 200 here usually. So
Mm.
you'd probably pay, I would think about $350 over there for one.
Mm.
But once you get the printer, actually the upgrades are super cheap, right? Like you can upgrade an Ender for about $100. You can upgrade almost all the parts on it for, $100, $150.
Mm.
And filament, I mean, it's really not that bad. I don't know, over there, you guys, filament's a little pricey, but
Mm.
you guys also make more an hour over there too, so it kind of evens out. Well, you do
Hey,
because
Justin.
what's that?
I use glue sticks on my bed sometimes, especially if it's gonna be a big print just to ensure that it doesn't pop off.
That's what
And
I
I found
use.
this print online, and it's a glue stick dispenser.
Oh, that's cool.
But the problem is, I use this glue stick.
Well, you could actually separate it apart a little bit when you mount it on the
It
wall.
won't. It still won't fit. But so let me show you what I made.
Oh,
So
well,
because I
you,
use the jumbos because they cover such a big area, it's like almost inch and a half, and I have more coverage with this. So here's what I built.
Tim, if he upsized that print though, it should make those slots bigger. Okay, yeah.
I had to really. I had to really make changes on this, so it actually fits down in through there to hold them in.
I'll tell you what, I could have used one of those when I had my printer out because fuck, dude, I had like 5 or 6 glue sticks just floating around on my desk all the time. It was annoying as hell.
And then you grab the wrong one. You grab the one that's almost empty or a new one. But these are all parts that I'm going to be using in my new enclosure that I'm going to build. I've been printing for like a month of different stuff for it. And this is going to go on the outside of the enclosure because my enclosure's got 3 parts: a desk in the bottom, the middle is the enclosure for the printer, and the top is an enclosure for filament. And then below the desk, I've got like a shop vac built into the system. So it's got a vacuum system inside where the actual 3D printer is. So when I want to clean it, I don't have to like get a little brush and do it. I can just get in there and blow it all out.
What's up,
Suck it all out.
Tyler? Tim, have you printed anything yet?
Just, calibration cubes and yeah, stupid shit. Still work on the flow rate on CR10.
Yeah, didn't you say you were having a problem with it stringing after the first like 6 or 7? I thought you fixed that.
Nah, well, I did on the
Oh.
one. But yeah, it's all good. All of them are working, running.
That's good.
Got to do the updates on the Inventor 3 now. That's about it.
Yeah,
I did a retraction tower and a temp tower, heat temp tower, so I can find the proper heat for particular filament, because I use 3 different filaments and all of them have got different, to find out
Well,
which one's best so when I use it. And
Let
then
me
I
ask.
use the yeah,
Let me ask, do you do a flow rate?
no.
Huh. Nobody does flow rates. It's a plug and play printer.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Every
some,
roll
but
that you
like I,
use, every roll that you use, you should do a flow rate because humidity becomes a factor. Where you live becomes a factor.
well, like I said too, Tim, before, some people there's some people like you and David that like to get into the technical shit. There's some people that just don't want to deal with any of that. They would rather just buy a plug and play. And I think that's why you're seeing more of those coming out, because they're trying to cater more to the everyday person versus the techie people. Because think about it. You might have 10 guys that are into the real techie shit that want to, build the printer, adjust it, do everything on it, like to tinker with it. But you have a potential of selling 80 printers to people that just don't care about none of that. They just want to fucking plug the bitch in and print something, right?
Well, I think
Yeah, but
I think
I
it
like
also
working on-
depends on your print too, though, Justin. I mean, you print a couple things, you can realize when you start adjusting if you're having issues with it. But I mean, it's like I use a dual on mine, and I mean, I don't think there's an adjustment I can make to make this print any better than it is.
All right, what were you gonna say, Tim?
I just like working on the printer and tuning it, fine tuning it. So I don't have to worry about if there's a shift or if there's anything. I know it's going to print good. And Quadcopters in Tech says, Tim's talking shit. I print with the window open at 73% humidity.
Oh, he's full of shit.
Breathe in the room and no problems. Okay, what's your flow rate, buddy?
Yeah, he's funny. He's got like 4 fans blowing on the printer, I mean, even
then I don't have to go back and mess with it again. You know what I mean? Like,
well, even your temperatures, like Sean and them were saying, your temperatures can be affected by your elevation as well.
yes, and that's why you do a flow rate. Yeah, every roll of filament that you do, you should do a flow rate. But
It's always hot here. In this room, it's always the same temperature. It really never changes. and I've got 3 different filaments I use, and one of them does good at 205, one of them does good at 210, and one of them does good at 215. No matter what color I get, when I buy from those 3 separate manufacturers, I like Eson a lot. It's done really well for me. I haven't had any issues with it. And someone made a comment in another live stream. They're like, yeah, if you want to print better, you got to get better filaments and stop using that Chinese shit like Eson. And I was like, and what are you using? And he told me, hell, his was China. All the shit's made in China, dude.
Eson is pretty damn good. Eson is.
Well, there's another one. What is it?
Polymaker.
Yeah, Polymaker and all this. Where you think that's made? Downtown Chicago or made in China? Where you think it comes from?
Nowhere.
Okay. So, but when people, when I'm in there and they start talking, they're like, oh, don't use that Eson Chinese shit. You need Polymaker. And I'm like, dude, you know where the fuck that comes from? And dude, it ain't a Chicago product.
Well, it's all what the manufacturer that's selling, or it's all about what the retailer requires the manufacturer to make with certain materials, right? If they want to sell high grade filament,
but they're still, I mean, they're still making it the same way, same materials. Like, the Japanese company used to work for, we made the fuse boxes for Honda. So we used the different materials in the injection mold machine. So I didn't have a lot of knowledge. That wasn't my area in the company, but I do know they're better. And I mean, I bought some rolls of material from somebody online over here, and this guy had like an incredible price for this TPU. I mean, I thought that physically he was going to pay me to take it. And I was like, dude, I'll take a roll of, give me the blue, the red, and the yellow. I'll take them all. So he sent them to me, and I put them in the printer. I might as well stuck spaghetti in the damn printer and it printed better. Worst shit I ever bought in my life. Didn't even have a brand name on it. It was terrible.
Well, that's probably why he was trying to get rid of it.
Exactly. But it, he was giving it to me for like, $5 a roll. So I was like, $5 a roll? I'll try it.
Well, sometimes these people that aren't really experienced in manufacturing, there's a lot of people over here that will go over to China and they'll be like, oh, I want 10 pallets of this, but they don't really specify how they want it designed or made. And then, some Chinese company will make it for them and then send it to them. And then they get stuck with something that was built shitty because they didn't really know what they were doing. I mean, there's a lot of people that do that. They'll order a whole truckload of something and then realize they got stuck with a shit product and then they don't have nothing to do with it. So they try to push it on people to get rid of it.
Quadcopter said that he sent you some pictures in Messenger, Justin.
Okay.
He's saying he's printing at 237. Is that the nozzle? 245? What is he printing? He said he got yellow, white, and transparent. Is that PLA? That can't be PLA at that time. Can't be. I don't know.
See here, said send him a messenger.
Yeah, he said, for Robbie in your messenger.
Yeah, he needs to, hold on, I'm going to send you my link. Because I thought we were already hooked up online, but I'm going to send you mine. And then
that's Quadcopter PA2G. Yeah, that makes sense.
Here, if any of y'all aren't set up with Friends Me on Facebook, just add it. That way, as we communicate, I'll have y'all in here too, because dude, I got so many freaking drone people in mine. And hell, it's hard to keep up with people that have the same name.
I got you on Facebook.
Oh, he's got a nice little ender.
That's Ender 3 Pro or V2. Hold on, I can't see behind the rails. So,
oh yeah, he's got the rubber grommets there.
It's a mother.
Okay, now here's.
That's good.
I put the washer above mine, so it's not directly on the heat bed, and then the bottom one is actually like it fits down in it, kind of like a washer with a brim on the outside on the print kit that I got to put it in. Because honestly, once I put just those on, Quadcopter, my problem was, it's like when I tighten my bed down and I tried to loosen it up, I loosened it up all the way and it still wouldn't raise my bed high enough for my hot end to touch. So I actually raised it with those washers. And it's made for that. It's made to go in between those.
That's definitely Ender 3 Pro because the vent's not on the top.
No, if it's an Ender 3 Pro, that means the mean well would be behind that one thing. I can't see it. So if the mean well is underneath, that's a V2.
I like your light. I like the light that he has on that, the LED where it comes out sideways.
Yeah, I like it all, yeah. Fuck it.
You said it's
Yeah.
silicone, you can actually hit those with a torch.
Uh,
I really like his setup with the screen too. That he hit the screens that he
With
had.
the Octo, yeah, it's a V2. Yeah, I didn't see the mean well on the outside, so yeah.
Dude, I love it though. Over the springs, man. You know, if you think about it, it's kind of like, you know, if you had like a steel rod a foot long with a five pound ball on there and you held it straight out, you have stiffness. Now, imagine if you welded a 5 pound ball to a spring and held the end of the spring, it's going to move. Well, that's what the heat bed does with these springs in it from moving back and forth, and they get weak. So by switching to this, man, it's like my bed's like, dude, it's flat footed as hell now. I love it.
Yeah, now quadcopters, do you have the 4.2.7 board now instead of the 4.2.2?
I would imagine it looked like you did quite a few upgrades on that thing.
Yeah. Oh, you're running Octo Dash. I'm running Octo Print on my phone.
Yeah, I'm going to run Octo Print also because I'm going to do multiple cameras on mine.
Yeah,
And
that's
with
how
that,
I
you can run multiple versions with that. I printed this out. It's a
That's a D, an R, a B, an L, an F. See, Hooked on Phonics worked for me. You
Yep.
exactly.
Sponsored by Hooked on Phonics.
So hey, it's funny because I got a buddy that's got an Ender and it's a single extruder, and he goes, I can do 2-color too. And I was like, you could never print this out. And he goes, how do you know? He goes, I can do a color change. I said, because the difference between the green and the brown is about every 30 seconds it switches colors. You'd never get it done.
Okay, it's not. Yeah, I heard it's not spaghetti anymore, is it? It's Octodash. It's a separate screen portion. Yeah, I gotta check that out. Huh. Shit's changed. I haven't printed in a long time. I know the motherboard is the best thing I ever did. The 4.2.7. Best thing I did.
Well, I'm gonna give away some filament, guys. So Esun is sending me a couple of rolls to give away.
You got my address?
Well, you gotta join my Facebook group, the Daily Print. You gotta join it
I am.
and comment.
I'm on there.
Are you on my Facebook or my Daily Print? It's a Facebook page. It's not my personal. Look for the Daily Print. Because I'm trying to build my people up. I got me, Brad, and about 3 other people. Because I just started it this last week.
Hey, I'm friends with you. Where do I gotta scroll down to?
I think you have to
Go to search and type in the Daily Print.
Daily Print.
Did you ever start your Facebook back up, Tim?
Yeah, it's up, but I don't fucking worry about
Okay.
social media shit.
It's the Daily Print, by the way, not Daily Print. The Daily Print.
Daily Print. Welcome to the Daily Print. We are a group of 3D printers and enthusiasts who love 3D. 10 times posted last 2 weeks.
That's it.
Is that a thing of corn? Right? Okay.
It's like 3 little things that were printed out is the logo for it.
Radio. On there.
I didn't want it to be too what's the word? Macho, because I found a lot of girls in the groups over here that we have in Thailand. A lot of girls are in these groups, the 3D printing groups, and they're making like home decor stuff and selling it. So the groups over here, man, they're big in the US. It's like our Facebook groups, they don't have any people, dude. The Facebook groups over here for drones, they got like over 100 grand, 100,000 members in these groups. So it's like I've been posting on that, and I've made more people over here in Thailand from that than you can imagine.
My question is, can I put links to pornos?
Oh my God.
No,
Just kidding.
no, not over here. Not over here.
Had to say it, but there's always one.
Yeah, you can put links now, whether or not they get approved or not, they'll never go up because they do. They watch everything that posts.
Oh, they do,
Oh, God, yeah.
yeah. Radio. Wanna
So I print out something every day. It's something every single day, and then I'll post what I printed. It's just to give people ideas and new people that are getting into it, let you realize what you can really print. This was one of the things that I really like printing. I'm tired of eating my corn over here and it burning my fingers. Justin, we got these in the US everywhere. So I decided to make me a couple. My wife said, "What is that?" And I said, "It's for corn." She goes,
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Are
before.
we hurting that bad where we couldn't buy them? And I was like, well, they're examples on what's there. So what I did was I printed it out and then I heated up the screw with my lighter and then just stuck it down in there. And it just, I don't have to do anything, just melt it into the plastic.
Actually, if you take some filament and melt it around in the hole there and seal it up, that's actually stronger.
Yeah, but you know what? I think because it had such a deep Phillips head on the other end that it was so hot. I'm sure that's filled, that Phillips head, so I'm sure that's going to be strong enough. I haven't tried them out yet.
Well, my only other thing too, though, is if you actually use those for what you made them for, you don't want the food going down in that hole. What I'm saying is just take a little bit of filament and seal around it.
You're right. I thought about that, and I do have a 3D pen that I could probably fill it in with that pen because that little pen is handy. But I've made some pretty cool stuff. I mean, I love 3D printing. Actually, right now I'm making some. I don't know if you can see the printer here. I'm making some guards for the Avada, and no, they're not a copy of anybody's guard. I caught hell for, it looks like his guards, and Justin, it caused a bunch of crap. People said, Robbie copied the design. I'm in Thailand, dude. Unless somebody sent me a free STL file, I didn't copy anybody's file. So I'm printing out some red ones.
Honestly, I really don't care anymore. I'm not even in the drone community. I mean, I'm still
I know,
friends with
man.
people, but
More people this month I've noticed, like I was watching Tammy and Max's live stream the other night, and Tammy was saying that somebody was giving Max a hard time about something, and then who was it? Uncle Bill's Toys. I don't think he's going to do a live stream anymore because somebody was giving him a hard time about something. If you look at these people that start all this crap, they're the same ones every time. I mean, hell, I got picked on by one guy.
What's up, Bill?
Ray Kelly got it. There's like 5 of us. So we just,
Hey, Uncle Bill,
we block them.
you still awake?
Bill, what's up?
Is he still awake or is he gone to sleep?
Right?
I don't know. But
Don't start, you wanker. You said wanker.
but I unfortunately need to end this because I got some stuff I got to get done.
Hey, you got heaps to do, have you?
Oh, baby's gotta get a nap.
Yeah, he's got heaps to do. That's why he's got to nick off.
Yeah, he's got a nick off. He's got heaps to do.
No, I really do need to get into my server though. I haven't been in it all week. and
No
I need to
problem.
get in there.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
I got to run. I'm getting a call from somebody.
All right, I'll see
Okay.
y'all.
See
See
you
you
guys.
later, Robbie.
Catch you later.
Peace out. Oh, you woke up, Dave. How you doing?
Okay, then, well,
Put it this
I'll say,
way.
I'll say
Next
goodbye.
time Laura tells me to download any fucking stupid gimmicky software, I'm gonna kill it.
Oh, Tony,
What's that?
Tony's in.
You're muted, Tony.
Frozen? No, he's here. No.
That's quadcopters. I think he's frozen.
Oh well.
Oh, damn. Oh, there he is.
Now we can hear you.
We can hear you.
I'll see you.
Can't see you.
I came in too late.
Yeah.
How you doing?
What's up?
What's happening?
You
Not
tell
much.
him.
No. Yeah, it's frozen.
Well, we can hear you.
We can hear you at least.
Wonder if he has a delay. He might be
Do you
watching
live in-
YouTube.
Do you live in Australia?
I don't know. Dominic's internet's been fine all night, so.
Yeah, mine's been great.
Feels like logging off. I just got here.
Yeah.
And well, kids need their beauty sleep, Bill.
Well, I mean, if y'all really want to keep it going, I can make you host. I'll just have to jump off. Do you want to keep it going?
Care? Bill, you gonna come up here? I'll keep it going.
Yeah, Bill's gonna come up.
Come back.
I'll keep it going for at least another.
I'll make you host, and then I just gotta jump off. So.
Or
Okay, well,
are you gonna come back after you're done playing Minecraft? Or
I mean, if you guys happen to still be on, but I shouldn't be on there more than an hour. So.
okay, well, we'll try to keep it going until I get drunk.
All right. Well, I'll catch you guys later. You guys keep it going.
All right, see you later, Nick.
probably
Off.
only
All
another 5 minutes.
All right. I'll see y'all later if you're still on.
right, Nick. Off.
Yeah,
And I'll catch you all later.
I've got to head down to the shop sooner or later.
David, you're leaving?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a fight with this computer.
What the
Okay.
fuck? So everybody's gonna leave after.
Well, if anybody knows how to get rid of
I'm
Quick,
gonna
voice
restart my
changer.
Zoom.
on your
All right.
computer,
All right, Tony.
If anybody knows how to what?
remove voice changer.
You're still going on with that voice changer thing?
It
You're still
don't.
going on.
It's not that it just keeps coming back.
Just reformat the whole computer.
Yeah, or go into your network.
We've got you, Tony. We've got you.
Go into your network. What's up, Tony?
It's
What's
nothing
up?
to do with the network. It's to do with your microphone and sounds.
Yeah, as I say, just reformat the whole computer and they should get rid of it.
Bit extreme.
It
You don't have to
works.
do that. Go to your apps.
It's not
It
in there.
works.
That's the fucking worst bit.
Should be. Add and remove.
It's in Device Manager, but when you remove it from Device Manager, uninstall it, it just puts it straight back.
Mhm.
Not doing it right.
It's the only way of doing it.
Must be another way.
Because it's not in Control Panel and Device Programs and Properties.
I don't know. You would have to probably
Actually
ask,
disconnect.
Apple.
Can you go into any of the properties and actually disconnect it from your microphone?
I've tried. It's just there in audio, and it's there. Speakers, voice changer, virtual audio device, WDM. And I've tried everything to remove it.
Okay.
That a conundrum.
You've Googled it as well?
Yeah.
Sounds like a conundrum.
Yep.
Google.
And Wayne B is in the chat.
Hey, Wayne B. Come on up, Bill.
Oh,
Is
come
everybody
on,
leaving?
Bill.
Get out. How you been, Tony?
Good. How's it going? So this is I
Sure.
also got that's my Prusa Mini.
Oh, nice.
That's an awesome printer.
Yeah, I heard a lot about Prusas, but I can't afford them.
I do most of my PETG printing with that.
You know, Sobol 6 is pretty much like a clone of a Prusa. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, you could print every plastic part for the Prusa. They allow you to download it. They have all the models on their website, printables.com.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, you could do all that.
I want the Sobol 6, but that's going to have to wait.
Dono's using some bamboo kind of printer. I forgot the
Yeah,
name.
Bamboo is amazing. I saw that run. AZ Drone Dude has it and he showed me it run. It has ludicrous mode.
Yeah. Yeah, I do mostly TPU on the Ender now. I mean, I do some PETG if it's bigger than the Mini can print. And then, but the Prusas are, I mean, the Enders are great for TPU, especially if you have a direct drive.
Yep. I want to put direct drive on my Ender 3 V2, but
So
not yet.
you could print the brackets and just move your extruder servo. I got the Swiss Micro. I think it's called Swiss Micro. And you saw mine. I also converted it to linear rails. Everything
Yeah, I
but
saw that.
the Z. The Z doesn't really need linear rails. There's 6 wheels holding that Z into 2 channels. So
Right.
but the bed and the X-axis are on linear rails, and that's a cheap upgrade too.
Right. And on the Ender 3V2, you can even upgrade to get a bigger bed too.
You could upgrade it to an XL.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's. I mean, if you want the real tall and the wider bed, I don't print anything that big.
Well, I got a CR10 V2, so I don't. That's a 300 by 300 by 400, so I don't need anything bigger.
True. The mini is 180 by 180 by 180. And I think it's 220 tall on the Ender.
The Ender 3V2.
Yeah, it's the same form factor as the regular Ender 3 Pro.
Yeah, 220.
Yeah, 220.
Yeah.
235 on the beds.
Yep.
Axes.
AZ's talking to you in the chat. His bamboo lab, the best I have so far after Anchor Make and Voron. He has so much problems with his Voron. Holy shit. It was fucking unreal. He has 2 polys connected to it.
2 what?
2 polys connected to his Voron. Holy fucking.
Oh, wow.
Like a data center.
Yeah, the Ender is definitely a tinkerer's printer. They probably don't have any micro centers over by you, Dominic, do they?
It's not in Australia.
No, because here they'll come out with a coupon. Creality will come out with a coupon, and you go to Micro Center, you get it for $100. There's people who walk out with 4 or 5 of them.
That'd be great.
Yeah. I got one just for spare parts. I went and bought one for $100 just to get spare servos and the board and all that just for spares.
Oh, you use everything. Like I had a little piece of crap one that China sent me. But I use it for bolts, nuts, everything.
Oh wow.
The T-washers,
Yeah, I printed some TPU bushings for a custom chopper motorcycle. I mean a real motorcycle.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
But yeah, they're a lot of fun, and like I don't think Justin showed the pictures. Oh, he did. I printed 3 Insta360 mounts.
Yeah, I saw that.
I did that. Maddie at Maddie's Drone World. I just printed those for him. They're in a box for UPS. I got to ship them out tomorrow.
They're TPU, right?
Yeah, those are TPU. And then the mount, I don't know what drone it was for. Whatever Maddie flies, he's got like 2 or 3 of them. I custom modified the mounting brackets and put his logo on them.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Do you are you into Tinkercad at all or anything like that?
It's funny. I only use Tinkercad. No matter what I do, if I have to merge like 100 things together to get it to be what I want, I just can't get into spending the time on learning Fusion. Fusion's free. You could download it free.
It's free.
My son uses SketchUp. I have a copy of SketchUp. Tinkercad to me blows it all away. I mean, for the simplicity of it, you can't do what you could do in Fusion or
Blender. Blender's like
Blender,
the
yeah.
Da Vinci is the Da Vinci of fucking CAD.
Yeah, you can't like curve stuff. Like you want to make all your edges rounded. You can't just in Tinkercad go and do that. It's near impossible.
Yeah. Unless you get the bevel already, like the parts to put in.
Yep, you have to you get it beveled, and then when it bevels the top and the bottom.
Mhm.
And I don't want the bottom beveled. I don't want the top beveled. So then you got to cut that off of the bottom and resize it so it's the height you want. Yeah, it's a pain in the neck. But
Yeah.
I've been using Tinkercad now for 2 years.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun. I
Yeah.
make keychains and all sorts of shit.
It's hard to measure things, so I'll draw a block a certain length that I need the holes separated, and I'll center that in the holes and adjust the object to fit it. That's how I adjusted those brackets for Maddie, because they were made for a different airframe. And he says, no, my screws are 25.5 millimeters, apart. And this one was 18. So you can't just stretch it, because when you stretch it, you change everything. You have to cut it into pieces and then have two. Yeah, it's a pain in the neck, but it was fun. It took me 10 minutes.
It's like I did my first keychain on Tinkercad and brought it out, got it all set up, put it on thing. It came out like that fucking big. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
This is Tinkercad. I did that all in Tinkercad. This is a plastic mount. I have a TPU clamp on the back of the mic. And, you could import your logo into like GIMP or Photoshop, make it all black. I export the red, the Phoenix was one model, one export, and then the logos were another. And you go into an SVG converter, you convert your JPEG to an SVG, import it back into Tinkercad, and you could do all this stuff on plastic.
Oh, nice. That is pretty cool. Bill's like, Matty who?
Maddie Cundiff. Yeah, so this is it's that thin.
Oh, yeah.
I actually did these do you know Stevie Bronx?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I have one that I did for Stevie. And then I just glue the GoPro mount to the back.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And I did Stevie's CLC logo in black and white on one of these for him. I've had it in my bag for 6 months. I haven't ran into him in 6 months. So
Oh, damn.
yeah.
Where are you at? What area?
I'm about an hour from Max. In fact, we met up I think it was Wednesday night. And then went Thursday night too. But I had to meet up with him. I bought a set of goggles off of him. He's buying up all those DJI POSs. So
Was that New York or?
Yeah. It's upstate New York. I'm in the Catskills. He's more towards the Hudson.
Okay.
Okay. I did a lot of work in upper state New York around Binghamton, Elmira.
Yeah, Binghamton's about 87 miles west of me, northwest.
Okay. Yeah, I used to love them winters. No.
I'm up by Woodstock. Not Woodstock, New York. Woodstock, where the Woodstock actually happened.
Yeah. I went to there just to see it.
Yeah, every time someone comes up to visit from out of town, I bring them there.
Yeah. They had a restaurant or like a little cafe called Pudgy's.
Yeah.
It was in Binghamton. And I got a mug from there because my mom's nickname was Pudgy. So
wow.
it was pretty cool.
And you were from New Jersey, right?
Originally Pennsylvania,
Okay.
Reading. And I grew up in southern Jersey.
Nice.
So, it was nice there.
Oh.
Long time ago. Lifetime, as they would say.
Yeah. Jersey hasn't changed much.
But I pretty much probably walked every pole up in upper state New York. That's when I was a linesman.
Oh, okay. I was an IBW for about 11 years.
Yeah. The best place I worked was Vernon Valley.
Yeah, it's where my son lives.
And we got a condo at the ski resort.
Yeah.
And every day after work, we would take a shower, go skiing, come back. It was cool.
If you look on my channel, YouTube channel, There's the fall foliage meetup that was in Vernon Valley in Grange Park.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
right across the street from the what's that trail?
The one off of the ski resort.
Yeah, there's a trail. It's a famous trail. I forget the name of it. Appalachian Trail.
Appalachian. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Appalachian Trail. And during the meetup, Ray Kelly was there, Max was there, Tammy was there, Xavier, Xavier from Five Boroughs, and a bunch of the people from Five Boroughs came. Irving, Tip, I think is his name. But anyway, we flew out. We did a line of sight flight all the way out as far as we could go towards the Appalachians, and
Oh, damn.
we didn't quite make it there, but close.
Yeah. Well, that would have been cool. I'll go and have a look. I'll bring back my.
Yeah, there's some videos in there of that flight actually.
Yeah. I would love to get a flight of that Vernon Valley ski resort. That was awesome.
Yeah, my
lot
twins
of
have
fun there.
season passes. They snowboard there.
Our condo was right on the ski resort. My boss
Nice.
put it out for 4 months a year.
The Playboy Club used to be right down the street.
Yeah.
And when I was, I think I was maybe 15.
Mm.
My brother, myself, and my father, we all stayed at that Playboy Club, and that's when
Yeah.
it was Action Park there.
Oh, actually, yeah.
And I rode that Alpine slide. It was a concrete, like, I don't know what you want to call it. It was just like a concrete scoop, and you sat
Yeah.
on a board with 4 coaster wheels and a brake in the middle, and you just flew down the mountain.
Oh, hell. Like down in North Carolina in Hickory, outside of Hickory, there's a Playboy Club there. And the night before 2 nights before I left, the boys took me out there from the clubhouse, and we had a blast.
Oh, wow.
Had a blast.
Very cool.
Yeah, that was
So
a good time.
Dominic, you getting royalties yet?
I wish. I wish I had royalties.
With Tammy started.
Yeah, well, it's certainly raised my profile, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, right?
Downward.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy that people are talking about me, and I'm happy and I enjoy the attention. So
Good. How's Addie doing?
she's actually gone on holidays because she has to
Nice.
help out her parents. She's gone to Canberra, which is the national capital of Australia. So
Canberra.
Oh, Sydney's not
hours
the
away.
capital?
No, it isn't.
Oh, wow. You would
Well,
never know that unless you lived there, I
Canberra.
guess.
Unless you-
Canberra, Canberra was created because there was a shit fight between Melbourne and Sydney on who wanted to become the capital. Melbourne started off being the capital. Sydney got the shits, and we built Canberra. That's
There you
just
go.
a quick Australian history.
That settled it right then and there.
Yeah.
Good.
It's just a place of severe bureaucracy.
So
Just
I ordered right around Christmas. I ordered a Hewing Ranger T1,
Yeah,
and
I've
I
seen a couple of
decided
videos on that.
I decided because I've never flown a fixed wing, although Max said, I'll be there. I'll help you with it. They're all over the place traveling and going to meets. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to depend on that support. So I decided to go right for the VTOL conversion, and I'm going to, cause it flies like a tricopter, with GPS, hover, all that. So I'm going to do it that way and try to get all the switches programmed. I don't know what it's capable of, that DJI FPV RC2.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I could program all those switch, like where it has manual sport
Yeah.
Manual sport and normal mode. I
Yep.
think I could reassign those to like, VTOL mode, fixed swing mode, hopefully.
Mm.
So otherwise I got to buy a radio, which I really don't want to do because I'm
Mm.
going to use the DJI Air unit.
Mm. Yeah, I used they're probably 40 years ago. I was flying the good old fashioned RC planes back then,
Yeah.
and I'm just amazed at how much technology there is actually put into these days. Because I just sort of like took it back up after a school reunion, and we used to go to the park and fly with a couple of friends, and this is actually just before COVID started. Bumped into a couple of school friends, and they said, "Oh yeah, do you remember this and that?" And they said, "Oh, this is what they can do." And at the time, they showed me the DJI Spark,
Oh, okay.
and that was just they showed me, and they said, "You look at this," and I went, "Oh, okay." Technology has come up in leaps and bounds. And then a couple of months later, we were locked down in Melbourne, and you couldn't really do anything but watch YouTube. So I thought, I might have a look at how RC planes and that are going. And that was just around the time the Mini, the Mavic Mini was brought out. And I thought, I thought I'll just go and buy one and see how we go. Instead of buying something a little bit. Now I didn't go because the Air 2 was out at, I think that was the Air 2S had just been released. And I thought, should I get that? And I'm thinking, if I get it and I break it or I don't like it, I'm just going to be lumped with something.
Right.
I went to the Mini and started flying that, started really enjoying it. And that's how we're here now.
that original Mini was a great innovative drone. I started out with all the toy drones, and I probably had $700 invested in toy drones, all different kinds of toy drones. I had all spare parts, gears, motors, and then realized I was just wasting my time. But I did basically learn how to fly in, what is it called, horizon mode, basically. Because all those toy drones would hover. They were not stable. You'd have to, they drifted all over the place, but and I lost a couple, but it was better to learn that way because I learned the sticks.
Actually, it's just behind me. There we go.
There you go. And that's the original Mini, right?
That's the original one.
I could tell by the props.
Yeah. What I started on, because I've just got it sitting there. I'm gonna let a few people fly it around and see how they go with it.
Good. Yeah, I gave mine to my son. And no, I shouldn't say that. I hope he doesn't watch this. I gave it to him to hold.
Yeah.
And he could use. He has a Mavic Pro, and he built the deal was he was going to build a wing. He built the HeWing R01, I think it is. It's just a single front prop. It'll go 220 kilometers an hour.
Oh, now that's my sort of speed.
His maiden flight, it was snowing.
Oh, okay.
And he pulled over to the side of the road. He says, "I'm going to fly it." It was just an open field, and he didn't have the goggles on. He tossed it, and by the time he powered up the motor, tossed it. By the time he got his thumbs on the sticks, it was 700 feet, hit a tree, and then went to the ground. That's how fast the thing was. So
wow.
He has to fix a couple of pieces of foam, but the cool thing with those is the foam is cheap.
Yeah.
And you could order the replacements, but so they just shipped mine Monday or Tuesday, and I got a whole bunch of spare. I got a set of spare wings, $10. It's the replacement stuff is cheap, so I will start building that probably just before the South Florida drone meetup. I'm driving down there.
Yeah, it's a bit far for me, unfortunately. But I'd
Yeah,
love to,
you
I'd
can't
love to
drive.
do something like that. I'd have to paddle pretty quickly, I tell you.
Right?
I think it's a 16-hour flight to Los Angeles and then probably another 4 or 5.
It's probably a 5 or 6 hour flight to, I know it's a 5 or 6 hour flight to New York. So I don't know what Florida would be, probably around the same. But yeah, so my first leg is a 12.5 hour ride without any stops. Of course, I have to stop for fuel and all that.
Yeah.
And then I'll go from South Carolina to Florida the next day. But
Yeah, because you'd be basically traveling south.
yeah, I'm just driving straight south.
If my geography of America is still good, then yeah, you'd be traveling south from New York to Florida.
I got an hour east to drive and then 23 hours south.
Yeah, I haven't been to the US in a good 40 years. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, my brother actually worked in the US, but it was Texas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, and most of the West Coast.
You know who I heard is coming to the drone meetup in Florida, Geeks Vana.
Oh, great.
So he's due here. He's going to be up in New York, from what I understand, the end of April. So we're supposed to go grab dinner here or something like that when he comes
Oh,
up.
that'd be great. I've been on a couple of private Zooms with him.
Oh, cool.
And he's one of the first. He was one of the first people that I actually found on YouTube when I was just Googling stuff.
Yes, Sean. I started watching Sean. I think he might have been on Ken Heron's show, and that's how I was introduced to him. And then I remember it was 2019 Spin Up.
Yeah.
And he did the pre-show.
Yeah, I joined around May of 2020. That's when I started.
Was it 19 or 20? When
Yeah,
was Spin Up in Texas?
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
I think it was 2020. I think it was just, it was like in August of 2020. Because they didn't know. Yeah, it was because they did Spin Down in Colorado, right? Remember that year they had a small group in Colorado?
When was Spin Around?
Spin Around?
Just good.
After the South Florida drone
down,
meetup,
left and right. Yeah,
I'll spin around and come back. Yeah.
Oh,
well, I've got to go, unfortunately.
you gotta go.
Yeah, I've got to head out to the shops.
You gotta nickel off there.
Yeah, I've got to nick off because I've got heaps to do. Yeah.
I don't know if we should keep this running or not. I don't know. David looks.
It's up to you. It's
Up to you.
guys to continue to. Because I'm just gonna. I've got to head out.
Okay.
Okay. Nice.
It's,
Yeah,
nice
Mike.
to talk to you
it's
all.
always next week.
My internet keeps fucking breaking up, so we might just call it a night.
Good deal.
Okay then. Well.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Good
thanks
night,
everybody for coming in.
Yep. And well.
All right.
See you.
See you.
Good seeing you guys.
Yeah.
Good seeing you.
Thank you.
All right.
Dave,
Bye-bye.
Dom.
Ciao.
Yeah. See you guys. Everybody in the chat, thanks for coming in. And Justin, we'll see you next time, next week on his fucking channel. No, I'm just kidding.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, and don't forget to unsubscribe from Justin.
That's right. Everybody at one time. You know, you can resub back, but just do it all at once. And I want to see a mass exodus. No, I'm just kidding.
Imagine his face.
Would you? Oh my god, what happened? I better make more shorts. All right, y'all. Take care in the chat. Take care, David. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it, and we'll end it.
Yeah, catch you later.